ready.
A pleasant Good Friday evening and welcome to Desert Vista, home of the Division I state champions, where tonight they take on the Division III state champions, Saguaro SaberCats. A little unusual, but they did meet a year ago, and tonight is the rematch. Craig Reala alongside Omar Smith. Let's talk about this Saguaro team. After that first week loss, they've rattled off 4 straight wins.
Yeah, and they're feeling good about themselves, and especially offensively. They have Cash Robinson, who's their leading rusher, has 327 yards and 6 touchdowns. So if they're going to win tonight on the road, he's going to have a big game.
A very balanced attack for the Saguaro team. On the other side, Desert Vista, predominantly running game, and they use their senior, Caleb Germanero.
Germanero, who's early requirement, he's going to go to Penn, so I've heard. He's going to have to step up big in the passing game, but they're more of a running team, but I think Saguaro's going to load up the box and try to stop the run and force them to pass.
And if you're worried about that Division I, Division III separation, don't. A year ago, Saguaro up 22 on Desert Vista before losing 31-28. The countdown is over. Kickoff straight ahead. Division I, Desert Vista. Division III, Saguaro straight ahead here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
So they have explosive offense when they're on the field. They can put points on the board.
3 running backs with more than 300 yards rushing, 6 wide receivers with more than 100 yards receiving for first-year head coach Jason Mons. The offensive coordinator a year ago took over when John Sanders was let go. There is no DJ Foster anymore now at ASU, so you've got to figure out a way to replace him. They've done that with this balanced offensive attack. As far as the defense is concerned, well, you just take a look at what they've done the last couple of weeks. Shut out Tempe, shut out Fountain Hills, and last week in a rematch with Cactus, they only allowed 14 points. The defense is not bad as well.
Not bad at all. They're a little undersized compared to Desert Vista, but they play gap sound defense. They're good at stopping the run, and they got some guys in the back, including Christian Kirk, who's a ball hawk, and when the ball is thrown, watch out for him.
Saguaro faces Desert Vista. We'll touch on the Thunder after a quick timeout as we continue to count it down to our AIA Game of the Week here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
Bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
It's summer, people.
Well, that was rude.
Can we stop? My top hat is melting.
Now may not be the ideal time to go holiday caroling, but it's the best time to get a Toyota. During Toyota's nationwide clearance event, right now, trade up to a 2012 Camry and get a $500 trade-in bonus, or get $1,000 lease assistance on Prius, $1,500 cash back on RAV4, or up to $3,000 cash back on Tundra. There's even 0% financing on 8 popular models, including Camry. Toyota's nationwide clearance event. It's the perfect time to get the Toyota you've always wanted. But the amazing deals won't last long. Visit your Valley Toyota dealers or valleytoyotadealers.com today. On approved credit through TFS or TMS. Prius TFS lease assistance applied first to amount due at commencement. Any remainder applied to capital cost reduction. Does not apply to Prius C, V, or plug-in models. All offers on new 2012 models and 9412. See participating dealer for full details.
When you are the defending state champions, there is a bullseye on your back, and despite one loss already this season, that bullseye remains. We welcome you back to the Valley Toy Dealers warm-up show as we get ready for kickoff. The Desert Vista Thunder hosting the Saguaro SaberCats. DV losing to Mountain Point a couple of weeks ago in the Ahwatukee Bowl, in a game that was decided on a bad snap on a punt that wound up in the end zone for a safety. But since then, Omar, at Westwood, 41-13. Here against Corona del Sol just 1 week ago, 48-0. I think they've responded quite nicely.
Without a doubt. And they're definitely looking like the team that won the state championship last year, and it's all predicated with that running game. The two-headed monster, Jarek Hilgers and Zach Gonzalez. Their running game is very physical. They're very deep offensively and defensively. And come third and fourth quarter, they're pretty much taking over at the front line of scrimmage, and they pound you.
According to head coach Dan Hines, now in his 12th season, last week, the first week, they actually felt good about their execution. They forced 3 turnovers, turned all 3 into touchdowns, and this is a team, you mentioned Jarek Hilgers. Well, the last time we saw him here against Mountain Point, he was knocked out of that game, got his helmet taken off. During the play, it popped off. Well, during that scrum, he ended up getting hit on either side, had about 15, 17 staples put in his head to close up the gash, had to sit out the following week, but he is raring to go here this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for the restroom.
With him in the lineup, this offense has a lot more confidence. And if you talk to a lot of players and a lot of people around Desert Vista, they feel if Jarek Hilgers was not, if he was in that game, they would have won that game to Mountain Point, and they'd be sitting undefeated right now.
That game, 23 points allowed, the worst defensive effort of the season thus far, but a team that, just like Saguaro, gets a lot of attention because of its offense, but the defense just as good, allowing but only 10 points a contest this season. They are big up front, and they will be tested here in the secondary tonight.
Yes, they will be tested in the secondary. As I mentioned earlier, Christian Kirk, who's a very good athlete at the wide receiver position and the defensive back position. But this defense is very good. They're fundamentally sound. They don't make very many mistakes. You got Aaron Green, their leading tackler, with 35 tackles, and you got Lorenzo Melvin, who's plays defensive end, but he's getting some looks to play linebacker, some big-time colleges. So their work is going to be cut out trying to stop the run and the pass of this Saguaro offense.
For those watching on AIA365.com, you see the Thunder making their way out onto the field. That means we are moments away from getting this one started. The countdown is over. Kickoff straight ahead. Desert Vista hosting Saguaro. It's our AIA Game of the Week on the AIA Broadcast Network.
This has been the Valley Toyota Dealers Pregame Show. Today's matchup, injury report, starting lineups, and more. Now, stay tuned for kickoff here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
I'm Professor Burke from the University of Farmers, and this is a pop quiz. Does sitting on your wallet feel like sitting on a lopsided booster seat? No? Well, it should. See, Farmers agents can help you stuff your wallet by combining auto and home policies so you can walk tall, sit crooked, and hopefully find a decent chiropractor.
If you want answers about saving money, you want a Farmers agent. We are insurance.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a Farmers agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
The following is a special sports presentation from AIA365.com. The Arizona Rattlers, your AFL 2012 champions. It's football time on AIA365.com.
A pleasant, good Friday evening, and we welcome you to Thunder Stadium, home of the Division I state champion, Desert Vista Thunder. Craig Rielu alongside Omar Smith. Glad you could join us here on this Friday night for the defending champion Desert Vista Thunder against defending state champion Saguaro Sabercats. Division I meeting Division III here tonight. Should be a lot of fun. It was a good matchup a year ago. Desert Vista winning 31-28, but lost in all that. Saguaro actually had a 22-point lead at the half, 28-6, but then Desert Vista basically just wore them down with a 25-0 outscoring in the second half. Head coach Jason Mons, then the offensive coordinator, now the head coach, said, they were just bigger, more physical than us. They hope to reverse that here tonight, but you look at the field, Omar, you can see the difference between Division I and Division III. Maybe talent for talent, it's there, but the number games, looks like to be maybe 1.5 times more players on Desert Vista's side than there is on Saguaro.
And looking at the comparison between some of the bigger guys, Desert Vista is definitely bigger than Saguaro SaberCats. And talking to Coach Battle, the defensive coordinator for Desert Vista, they have a lot more depth than most teams. And they've had some injuries at the linebacker position, and he says they're 8 deep at the linebacker position. So some guys went down earlier in the season, but those backups are very good players, and the coaches feel confident with them. So they have a lot more depth than the SaberCats of Saguaro.
You can see on AIA365.com is the captain's meeting at midfield with our referee, Doug King, getting ready for the coin toss, as we should get ready for this one here tonight. And the
Saguaro has won the toss.
Coin toss won by Saguaro, and they have deferred their option to the second half. So we will see this Desert Vista offense to begin things here tonight, coming off a victory over Corona del Sol, 48-0. They basically had their best game of the season. In fact, the last 2 weeks since the loss to Mountain Point, 89 points scored. These two teams definitely can air it out. We expect an up-tempo contest here tonight. At least that's what the stats tell us. Of course, when you look at stats and the game is played, don't be surprised if we have a defensive struggle.
Yeah, without it, and especially when you got two teams who have a lot of talent and they know each other fairly well. Talking to Coach Mons, he knows, we talked about it in the pregame, that Desert Vista is going to stick to their game plan. They're going to come with a physical attack. They're going to run in between the tackles. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're not going to change things up, and it's up to Saguaro to stop it. Now, on the other hand, Saguaro's offensive style, they like to run the ball, but they do it from a spread formation, and they let their quarterback run the ball a little bit too. So it's a little bit of contrasting styles here, but the run game is going to be very, very important for the team that comes out victorious.
Despite the changes that Saguaro made in the offseason, letting go head coach John Sanders, DJ Foster graduating now at ASU, the expectations for Saguaro have not changed. They are looking once again for another state championship, trying to go back to back to back, and a 6th title in 7 years for Desert Vista in a loaded Division I, as we've seen so far here this season. Who wants that #1 spot? There's probably a half a dozen, maybe even more teams in D1 that can lay claim to maybe a possible Final Four spot or even a state championship berth. They want a repeat after knocking off Hamilton 45-19 and stunning basically everyone around the state, even the country, knocking off the Huskies and ending that 53-game winning streak. They do have that one loss to Mountain Point, but since then they have picked up back-to-back victories. Should be a lot of fun here tonight. Getting word downstairs from our sideline coordinator, Ashley Hope, that there might be a little bit of a delay, but Saguaro having some issues with its headsets, so the officials discussing things with both sides here, and we'll see if that plays a factor, if any, here, as both head coach Jason Mons and head coach Dan Hines meeting with referee Doug King and the umpire Jerry Heck. See if something gets squared away. But otherwise, a perfect day, a perfect Friday is fall underway, and couldn't ask for better temperature. There is maybe a slight breeze, but looking at the flag to our left, it is standing still.
Both teams come in with
teams making their way onto the field, and we should be ready for action here as Austin Hicks awaits at the 10-yard line. Saguaro, kicker, Garrett Ball. And he'll be kicking from left to right here. Division I meeting Division III here at Thunder Stadium. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some high school football. And we are underway. A sidewinding kick near side at the 12-yard line. Running up the sideline of the 20. Cut back to the 25 to the 30. Finding a seam up the field is Jason King past the 40. A good return for this Thunder team. They'll get some excellent starting field position for their quarterback, Matt Young, a backup a year ago, now is the signal caller. 44% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jarek Hilgers, Zach Gonzalez, the two running backs, Aaron Valdez, Caleb Germanero, the wide receivers, and the tight end is Lorenzo Melvin. The offensive line with 4 returning starters lines up like this. Cole Preston is the center, Mitch Worley, Dylan Fisher, the guards, Zach Tamburo, and Sam Hartman are the tackles. Drive here for Desert Vista will start at its own 45-yard line as they go right to left. Germanero sent in motion to the right side. Running play, the fullback bouncing off tacklers close to midfield for maybe a 3-yard pickup. Gonzalez has it 2nd and 7.
Now, Saro usually runs a 3-4 defense, but talking to Coach Mons, he said they're going to change things up. They're going to go to more of a 4-3 look, maybe even a 5-2 look, because they know Desert Vista wants to run the ball in between the tackles and establish their physical nature early and often.
It is about a 2-to-1 ratio. Desert Vista rushing the football as far as total yards, then passing the football. The ball spotted near hash mark of the 49-yard line. Call it 2nd and 6. Young under center. Handoff near side, finding some room. Hilgers, he's got a first down. Stiff arms the defender, tiptoeing down the left sideline, and finally out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A good run, a first down, and the chains will move here for the Thunder. Let's give you that Saguaro defense. Terrence Johnson, Hayden Alley, and Kevin Cook, the 3-down linemen. The linebackers, Chris Counts, Will Sharif, Eric Mendeville, along with Aaron Borg. In the secondary, Christian Kirk, Garrett Ball, Will Sharif, and Cash Robinson. Ball at the 38-yard line, a minute into this first quarter. Thunder and Saguaro territory. Running play straight ahead of Hilgers. Dances his way to his right and picking up a good chunk of real estate inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. A 5-yard pickup.
Desert Vista staying true to themselves, coming out, running the ball inside the tackles, adding a little different wrinkle by bringing fly motion from wide receiver Caleb Germanero to keep the focus of the safeties on that motion, and then they're gashing them up front. It's going to be key for Saguaro to gang tackle Hilgers and punch out the ball. Early in the season, he has put the ball on the ground a little bit.
2nd and 5 from the Saguaro 33-yard line. Running play, the fullback getting the call this time. Gonzalez just straight ahead, right over the center. Takes it to the 30-yard line, just inside the 30, with a 3rd and short.
Now, since you've set the pass up by running the ball effectively in the first 4 plays, this would be a good opportunity to maybe take a shot over the top. Or you can go with the hand that you're dealing and you continue to run the ball, and if they can't stop it, keep doing it.
Germanero off on the sideline here on this 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line. They'll go full house backfield, 1 receiver split wide to the right. 4-down linemen, Saguaro with 8 in the box. Running play, Gonzalez to his right. He's got a first down, stumbling, maintaining his balance, and finally tackled at the 20-yard line. Kevin Cook finally wrapping him up, but not before a 9-yard pickup on 3rd and short.
Great effort by Zach Gonzalez. Linebacker Aaron Borg had a chance to wrap him up and tackle him in the backfield, but great effort, great determination by Gonzalez with that second effort to pick up the first down and more.
9.5 minutes remaining first quarter, the opening drive of the ball game. Desert Vista starting at its own 45-yard line, now has it 1st and 10 at the Saguaro 20-yard line. Same formation, 2 backs, a fullback in front of them. Snap taken, running play. Hilgers tries to stretch it out to the near side. He lowers his shoulders, got a first down inside the 10-yard line, and it takes 3 SaberCats to bring him down at the 7-yard line. A 13-yard run, Jarek Hilgers around the left side.
What a physical run. Between Zach Gonzalez and Jarek Hilgers, these are 2 of the more physical backs here in the state of Arizona, and you can see how he finishes the run. If you're a defender, you cannot take these guys up high. You got to go down low, wrap their legs up, because if you go up high, you're going to get punished.
This is the 7th play of the drive so far. Desert Vista has kept the ball on the ground. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Germanero wide to the left. Running play again to the left side. Into the end zone. Hilgers, touchdown, Desert Vista. Running behind Sam Hartman, Dylan Fisher. The Thunder are on the board.
If it's not broke, why fix it? Pound the rock. They're very effective doing it. Hill just picking up. Key block from Zach Gonzalez. That drive was a lot easier than I thought Coach Hines anticipated, I'm sure.
Team Platenic on to attempt the extra point. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 8:36, first quarter and a timeout. Desert Vista leading Saguaro 7-0 here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
At Buick, we think luxury should be something you can live in every day, right where you are, wherever you are. It's an entirely new approach to luxury. And now, Buick is giving you an entirely new way to experience it. Introducing the Experience Buick Lease. Drive the Buick you want with the premium services you want, all included for 2 years. That's 2 years of hands-free calling, roadside assistance, and turn-by-turn navigation with OnStar. 2 years of news, sports, and commercial-free music from SiriusXM. And 2 years of routine maintenance that covers everything from oil changes to tire rotations. The Experience Buick Lease. It's a whole new lease on luxury. Maintenance plan covers select scheduled maintenance up to 2 years or 24,000 miles, whichever comes first. Visit experiencebuick.com for complete details. Visit OnStar.com for coverage and system limitations.
Be sure and join us every Saturday morning from 9 to 11 for Arizona Sports Preps 365. It's the only show of its kind in the Valley, talking about high school sports and the stories and topics that affect high school students and athletes each week. Go beyond the scores and stats every Saturday only on Arizona Sports 620. It's Arizona Sports Preps 365. A 7-play, 55-yard drive, all running plays for Desert Vista. Jarek Hilgers, an 8-yard touchdown run, his 7th rushing score of the season. And Desert Vista takes the opening drive for a score with 8:36 to go here. First quarter, Craig Realu alongside Omar Smith, our engineer Ed Knight. Brett Harmon back in the AIA 365 studio. That Saguaro offense, patient. They'll get their turn here in a matter of moments. Garrison Schwartz to kick off right to left inside the 5-yard line. The catch made by Kirk. Middle of the field he goes and slips as he comes across the 20-yard line. Tackle made by William Barfield. And now Saguaro, a record of 4-1, will have possession at the 21-yard line with 2-year starter Luke Rebenzer. 70% completion percentage, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Cash Robinson, Kenna Adams, the 2 running backs, Christian Kirk, Garrett Ball, Brett Adams are the wide receivers. And when they go to a tight end, Terrence Johnson will give the offensive line after this first snap. Saguaro and their away white tops, black pants. Out of the shotgun, Rebenzer, quick screen to the far side. Kirk snatches it up out of the air, heads upfield, and he's past the 30-yard line, right at the 30. Gain of 9 on the play. The offensive line, that is its job to protect Rebenzer. Devin Brunetti is the center. Andy Herbs, Pete Metler are the 2 guards. Alex Anderson is the left tackle. Hayden Alley is the right tackle.
When this offense is on the field, don't blink, because they're known for snapping the ball within 10 to 15 seconds from when the ball is spotted. So they're on that mold of that Oregon, Oklahoma State type high-tempo offense.
Trips to the near side on 2nd and short. Running play. It's Adams around the left side. He's got a first down as he scampers out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Desert Vista, their defense. Dylan Fisher, Sam Hartman, Zach Tamburo, along with Lorenzo Melvin are the linemen. The linebackers, Aaron Green, Matt Trujillo, and Aaron Modi. In the secondary, Mark Smith, Miles Boyne, Nick Farina, and Austin Hicks. On first down from the 38-yard line, a running play, and Adams again, but this time only for a 2-yard pickup. And quickly up at the line of scrimmage, out of the shotgun on 2nd down, Rebenzer stepping up in the pocket. He'll run, middle of the field. He clears the 50, and he's got a first down at the 46-yard line, and a late flag's going to come in. As Rebenzer down on the ground, gets hit, and his back kind of just below the neck. And that will tack on 15 yards here after the run by the quarterback.
Rebenzer, after the play fake to Ganna Adams, he had wide receiver Brett Adams open across the middle. Didn't feel comfortable with the throw, so he tucked it down and ran it himself, picked up the first down. And that's something you're going to see a lot. If things don't look good for him, he will tuck it and run, and he's very, very effective running the ball.
He is their leading rusher. The quarterback is at the Desert Vista 31-yard line, 1st and 10. As we near the 7-minute mark, and before the snap, a false start penalty against Saguaro. This will back him up to the 36-yard line.
Talking about Rebenzer, he's the quarterback, very efficient, 70% completion, and as we talked about, he's also a great runner with 517 yards. Talking to Coach Mons, he's a stud, and in his coach's opinion, he's one of the top 3 quarterbacks here in the state.
Well, his numbers back that up. 1,200 yards passing, more than 500 yards rushing. 1st and 15, a little play fake. Rebenzer going deep left side. Christian Kirk jumps up in the air, can't come down with it. It will go incomplete. Austin Hicks with the coverage. And Christian Kirk, only 5'10", but 11 receptions on the season. The leading receiver a year ago for the Saguaro team as a freshman.
Back to Rebenzer, and he's effective as a junior, but he's put up good numbers last year. Put as a sophomore, he threw 32 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. So he's done it as a young player, now developing into an older player here in a tough environment against a #1 Division I state champion. He's going to have to make plays with his arm and his leg if they're going to put out this victory on the road.
Another penalty marker, a false start call against Saguaro, the second one on this drive. And now looking at a 2nd and 20 from the Desert Vista 41-yard line. Underway here in this first quarter, 6:36 remaining. The Thunder lead it 7-0. Rebenzer goes out of the shotgun. Little read option. Adams sprinting to his left, hits the corner. Downfield he goes to about the 33-yard line before he is brought down after a gain of about 8 on the play. A long 3rd down upcoming.
Ganna Adams is the second leading rusher with 445 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's very fast, very elusive. He's a 4-4 guy, so if he gets out to the perimeter and gets an open field, he's going to take it to the house.
On this 3rd and 12, trips to the right, 1 receiver, split left. That's Kirk. Rebenzer with time in the pocket. Now he'll tuck it and run. Left side for that 1st down stick. He's got it at the 20-yard line before getting forced out of bounds by Anthony Abadessa, but that is a 13-yard pickup.
And that's the one thing when you go against a team with a mobile
with time in the pocket. Now he'll
have
tuck
a
it and run.
quarterback spy.
Left.
Or if you're just playing natural, regular defense, zone defense, and you don't have someone keyed in on that quarterback, he can hurt you.
So the drive continues here for Saguaro at the Desert Vista 20-yard line. 1st and 10 here. Here's a pass to the near side and actually thrown to the feet of Will Sharif. Looks like some miscommunication there between quarterback and receiver. It'll be 2nd down.
A little miscommunication. That's going to happen from time to time here in this particular offense. It's a very difficult offense to pick up. Pretty much every play, there's 2 different plays. So quarterback was reading one thing, receiver was reading another.
Quarterback draw on 2nd down. Rebenzer tracked down from behind at the 15-yard line. Aaron Green, the leading tackler for this Thunder defense, the senior linebacker, after a gain of 5.
This offense has some dynamic players. You got Christian Kirk on the outside. You got Gash Robinson, who's more of an inside the tackle kind of runner, very physical, but still has some quickness and some start and stop ability that can make guys miss. And then you got getting to Adams, who's the speedster.
And Adams gets the call on 3rd and short, 3rd and 5, and he's going to be short of a 1st down. Only of a gain of about 3. It's going to be 4th and 2 here for Saguaro. What do you do here if you're head coach Jason Mons?
But considering how your defense could not stop the run, I think you might have to go for it, because that Desert Vista Thunder offense is going to be difficult to stop. So this is going to be a shootout. You're going to have to put touchdowns on the board, not field goals.
4th and 2 from the 12-yard line. Adams straight ahead. Pushes his way. Will depend on the spot. The official going to put it just shy of the 10-yard line. They're going to come up short and turn it over on downs.
Big defensive stop there for Desert Vista. Saguaro put a nice drive together, gets down into the red zone, and the Thunder D up, get him into a 4th down, and get him off the field on 4th and 3.
An 11-play drive that comes up short in the red zone. Saguaro gambling, and they come up empty here with 4:33 to go here, first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Desert Vista with the lead, and now the ball at its own 10-yard line. They took the opening drive 55 yards on 7 plays, all runs. Matt Young, the quarterback, under center, backs in the eye. Handoff straight ahead. Hilgers bounces to the outside, breaks free. 20, 30, down the near sideline, crossing midfield. He's got one man to beat. Hilgers at the 20, at the 10, and finally pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Christian Kirk making the saving touchdown hit out of bounds.
This run game is something else. And when Saguaro defensive staff and defensive coordinator Dave Marsh go back and look at this film with his players, he's going to point out the missed tackles. On this particular run, they defended it well. Linebacker Aaron Borg had him wrapped up, and safety Cash Robinson could have made a tackle for minimal gain, but the physical nature of Hilgers pushing through arm tackles and just turning the speed on for a huge gain to get him down the red zone, and they're on the doorstep of a 14-0 lead.
Out of bounds at the 4-yard line, an 86-yard run by Jarek Hilgers, and Saguaro is going to call a timeout here with 4:19 to play in the first quarter. We'll keep it right here. Farmers Insurance is proud to be part of the Phoenix community and a longtime partner of the Arizona Interscholastic Association since 1928. Farmers has served communities and provided superior service to millions of customers. See how your knowledgeable local farmers agent can save you money. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com. That's 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com. We are insurance. We are farmers. Desert Vista has run 8 plays, all on the ground. That's the game plan here for this team against what is a little bit smaller of a defense, definitely fewer bodies. They hope to wear down Saguaro, does Desert Vista. They've got it 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Hilgers, Gonzalez, the running backs, a fullback 2 yards in front of them is Young under center. Takes the snap, running play. Gonzalez to the right side, into the end zone, touchdown. He goes in untouched. And Desert Vista with another touchdown.
Got 2 big running backs to go to. Jarek Hilgers has been the man all game. Saguaro SaberCats keyed in on Jarek Hilgers. Coach Hines changes it up, gives it to Zach Gonzalez, and he just walks right into the end zone to extend this lead to 2 touchdowns.
And Lieutenant gone for the PAT. The kick is on his way. It's blocked. Coming straight up the middle. Unblocked. Aaron Borg blocks the PAT. So 4:14, and it's 13-0 here in favor of Desert Vista. They've already scored more points than did in the first half of last year's meeting between these 2 teams, when Desert Vista was held to just 6 points, but 2 possessions, 2 rushing touchdowns here for Desert Vista.
And the status quo for the defending champs. Run the ball, play physical, don't not make mistakes, and that front line, they have to be commended. Sam Hartman, Dylan Fisher, Cole Preston, Tambura, Worley, they're doing a great job getting pushed and creating seams. And the running backs, Jarek Hildress and Zach Gonzalez, are just doing a good job breaking tackles. And that's pretty much how the game has been so far.
It is a dominating run game so far here for Desert Vista. Shutting out Saguaro thus far, 13-0. As Garrison Schwartz gets ready to kick off. Christian Kirk and Adams await high end over end. And it will be Adams at the 5-yard line. Stutter step move as he clears the 15 and up past the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Excuse me, that was Cash Robinson on the return. And this Saguaro offense, which was able to move the football against Desert Vista on its last drive, only for it to stall at the 11-yard line on downs. So they can move the football. It's just a matter of punching it in.
Yeah, they definitely got to get it in the end zone. And this is it's going to be a shootout, but they got to rally the troops and get the ball in the end zone. And hopefully their defense can come get some stops.
Quarterback draw and reading it right away. Coming in, busting up the middle. Jalen Jelks with the tackle for a loss back to the 18-yard line.
So we're going with that QB read, leaving the backside in free, and Jalen Jelks did a good job getting off the ball and getting into the backfield to disrupt that QB read, getting a tackle for loss.
2nd and 13, shotgun snap. Rebenzer, play action, being pressured, gets hit, throws upfield. The ball is picked off, intercepted at the 41-yard line. Nick Farina running downfield and tackled at the 21. Farina with his first INT of the season, and it sets up Desert Vista once again. Penalty marker on the field, ineligible receiver downfield. It's declined. Thunder football.
Rubenzer throwing his 4th interception of the year. They went with the QB fake, but the pressure was in his face immediately. He didn't have time to set his feet. He had Christian Kirk on a go route. He was open. But Rubenzer throwing off his back foot, felt the pressure in his face, hung it up a little too high. Nick Farina right in the correct position to go up at his highest point and pick that ball off and get the ball back to this high-powered offense.
First quarter action, 3:28 the time remaining, and Desert Vista once again looking for more points at the 21-yard line of Saguaro. Offset eye. Hand off to Hildress, ball knocked out of his hands and a scramble for it. And Desert Vista lucky to maintain possession. Cole Preston, the center, falling on that football. Saguaro had a chance.
Yeah, we alluded to it earlier in the game. This defense has to gang tackle, which they haven't done, and punch the ball out because Hildress has put the ball on the ground this season. He puts it on the ground. They got a great opportunity to get the ball back, get some momentum back, get their offense back on the field, but they don't take advantage of the opportunity. When you're going against a more physical team, a team that's better on paper, and that's up 13-0, those are the opportunities you have to take advantage of.
A loss of 8 to the 28-yard line, so a 2nd and 18 here for Desert Vista as they go right to left. Receivers, one to either side. Off the delay, rolling out, Young wants to throw. Scrambles out of the pocket, buying himself more time. Looking, now he'll run right side. Got some room and gets those yards that he lost on the last play to the 20-yard line. There'll be a 3rd and 10.
Matt Young has a very good arm, but they run so much, most teams don't get to see it that much. But you got play action boot right here. Good coverage by the saber catch. No one was open, so he tucked it, created a first down with his legs. He's much more mobile than people give him credit for.
Still has not attempted a pass as of yet, as Farina, who had the interception, lines up as a wide out to the right side here on 3rd and 10. Two tight ends on the fly sweep. Farina comes across, big hole up the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Desert Vista. He got the offense, the ball back on the field. He scores, but folks, this is coming back. A block below the waist, springing Farina free and wipe that touchdown off the board.
I feel the SaberCats, you have a little gasp of relief because going down 19-0 is not a situation you definitely want to avoid. Desert Vista with the penalty to erase that touchdown. Now SaberCats got to find a way, since they've got Desert Vista in a long situation, to get a stop here to get this ball back to the offense, only down 13.
So now a 3rd and 22 for Desert Vista after the penalty puts the football at the 32-yard line. 4 receivers, 3 right. Young under center. Back to pass. Stepping up. Now rolling. Breaks free. Eludes the pressure. Still on his feet. Looking. Cocks, fires, throws. Wobbly pass towards the end zone. It is incomplete. Off the deflection, Farina tried to come back for that football, but thrown into double coverage. And it's 4th down.
That was a very slow developing play. And the SaberCats defense did a good job keeping guys in front of them. Matt Young had to wait for wide receiver Nick Farina to get open, but by the time he got that ball up, it was almost like 3 flies up. Defensive back Jay Washington was just waiting for the ball to come down, and Nick Farina did a good job turning into the defensive player and just knocking the ball down, so there wasn't an interception.
So a 4th and 22 here. The offense stays out on the field. Ball middle of the field, and now Matt Young, as he comes up to the line of scrimmage, will call a timeout. First one by Desert Vista here, and it comes with 1:39 remaining in this first quarter. 3rd possession of the ball game for Desert Vista. They scored on their first 2 opportunities. Jarek Hilgers, an 8-yard touchdown run. Zach Gonzalez, a 4-yard touchdown run. This drive set up by a Nick Farina interception on what was only the 2nd play of the drive by Saguaro. Desert Vista had it at the 20-yard line. Unfortunately, there was a tackle for a loss and then a block below the waist penalty. And the ball now at the 32-yard line. Saguaro defensively has done its job, but they need to do it one more time here on 4th down.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This drive, they actually answered the bell a little bit, but what helped them out the most was the penalty. But they're going to have to make some adjustments because the running game, if that's not stopped, it's going to be tough for them to stay in this game. They're going to have to find a way to make some adjustments and be more efficient in getting into those gaps and be a better tackling defense.
4th and 22, the offense on the field. Hilgers sent in motion to the right side. Young under center. Drops back to pass, looking to set up the screen. Lofts it downfield, and it's over the head of Gonzalez. His back was towards the football. It will go incomplete. And the defense does its job and forces this Desert Vista offense off the field.
Cash Robinson did a good job on that particular play. The lineman wanted to let the defensive line and linebackers rush up the field. Cash Robinson was man-to-man on Zach Gonzalez. That's what they were trying to set the screen up for. Cash did a good job not paying attention to what he could have done by trying to get to the quarterback, but by staying on his man, which resulted in Matt Young having no one to throw the ball to.
And Gonzalez had some blockers in front if he was able to turn around and find that football instead. Saguaro's defense gets a stop, and the offense comes out on the field here with 1:35 to go, first quarter. Rebenzer out of the shotgun, looking, he'll fire, deep right. He's got Christian Kirk wide open at the 40, racing downfield. Oh, you're not going to catch him. Kirk into the end zone, touchdown, and just like that, Saguaro able to strike. It is a 68-yard reception.
This offense, don't blink. Christian Kirk, like you said, once he gets the ball on the field, you're not going to catch him. And in the pregame, I was watching him doing warm-ups, and I was just watching the way he was moving in warm-ups, and he's very, very smooth, very athletic. He makes the wide receiver position look easy, and that's a great example of it right there. He does a good job getting off press coverage and lets the speed do the rest.
His 5th touchdown catch of the season, and now Garrett Ball for the PAT. Kick is on its way. It is up, and it is good. Folks, we got a ball game. 1:26 here, opening quarter. After a defensive stop, the Saguaro offense wastes no time. One play, Rebenzer, 68 yards, Christian Kirk, and he ran the last 40 yards, just sprinted. He put it in, what, second, third, fourth gear. And that speed, folks, he is just a sophomore. And you can see the speed, the breakaway speed, on the replay on AIA365.com.
Well, Christian Kirk is definitely going to be someone we're going to be talking about for years to come. If he continues to progress with the athletic tools that he has, he's going to be a special player. And on that particular play, what I like was quarterback Luke Rebenzer did a good job looking off the safety. Got the snap, looked to his left, knowing he was going to come back to the right and hit Christian Kirk on the deep ball. But I like very smart decision-making, very intelligent on how to play the quarterback position. Did a good job looking off the safety, knowing he was going to throw the deep ball towards the right to Christian Kirk for 6.
Talk about a change in momentum. Dramatic here, late first quarter. Here's a little end over end, short, near side. Jason King will field it at the 15, to the 20, 30, still on his feet. Tries to make a cutback move, decides better of it, past the 40, another return near midfield. They're kicking away from Austin Hicks, but Jason King doing a nice job. He has set up this Saguaro offense at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's twice that they had some success with that wall left returning. They're doing a good job getting King to the sideline and blocking that contained guy, creating the seam for King.
A minute 17 remaining here in this opening quarter. 3 touchdowns. We have had a turnover. And now, reigning Division I state champion Desert Vista with a 13-7 lead. The offense from its own 49-yard line. Young to throw, looking, fires down the sideline. It's caught by Germanero at the 20, the 10, touchdown. Desert Vista answers with its own one-play touchdown drive. Wow.
Caleb with a 51-yard touchdown. Great play call on first down because Saguaro SaberCats made an adjustment. Earlier in their game, they had a safety deep. They were playing some zone coverage, and they were getting gashed by the run. That particular play, they brought 9 into the box, manned up the corners, press coverage, no safety in the middle, and a great play call by Hines by throwing the ball, play action fake. Germanero gets off the press, and there's no one else that he needs to be once he gets off the press coverage. Great execution, great play call.
Desert Vista is going to go for 2 here. Full house backfield, receiver split wide to the left. Running play. Hilgers tries to get to the end zone, and he does for the 2-point conversion to make it 21-7. A 2-possession lead in favor of Desert Vista. And back-to-back touchdowns scored, separated by 18 seconds, each team with a one-play drive. Matt Young saying, yeah, I can throw it as well. 51 yards to Germanero, who this week only practiced once and under the weather. Talking with head coach Dan Hines before the game. Yeah, he's ready to go. He'll start. Better believe it. A 51-yard touchdown catch by the senior.
You're making plays like that, you only practice once. Maybe he needs to go with that trend the rest of the year. Hey, just practice once and come out and put up 51-yard touchdowns for us in the game.
Save your strength for Friday nights. Well, we expected an offensive fire game, and that's what we've gotten so far. 28 points here in this opening quarter. Schwartz kicks off deep, high, end over end, and this will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Where will you be spending your Sundays? If you're an Arizona Cardinals fan, then it will be at the University of Phoenix Stadium. Get your Cardinals season tickets right now by calling 602-379-0102 or log on to azcardinals.com. Arizona Cardinals football. Play as many, stand as one. Now the defensive coordinators in this one will have nightmares tonight unless they can find a way to stop the offenses. Saguaro trailing now 21-7 from the 20-yard line. 4 wide, 2 to either side. Rubenzer will work out of the shotgun. Desert Vista only rushes 2, dropping 9. Pass far side, it is caught by Bam Larson past the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Now this offense is a spread offense, and they don't huddle up very much. They pretty much look at the defensive front, and they're going to determine if they're going to run and pass by what the defense gives them. So they're not a scheme by scheme. We're going to run this play, we're going to run that play. They're going to look at the defense. If you got more in the box, then they can block, they'll pass. If you got less in the box, then they can block, then they'll run.
Gain of 11, quarterback draw on 1st and 10. Rubenzer takes it past the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 5 on the play, and Saguaro trying to get some momentum reestablished here as we have under a minute to play here in this first quarter. A 2nd and 5 from the 36. The offense quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Now they back off after looking at the defense. Rubenzer turns to his left, gets the play in. Little screen out of the backfield. And getting cut down is Adams. It will loss of 1 to the 35.
Sabercat saw that 2 deep shell, 2 safeties deep. So that Rubenzer decided to go with the bubble screen. Good job by linebacker Aaron Green coming up, making a tackle. Nice solid tackle. That's why he's a leading tackler on this vaunted Desert Vista defense.
Final seconds ticking down, and Saguaro will let time expire here in the first quarter. And after 1 quarter of play, Desert Vista 21, Saguaro 7, our AIA feature game of the week on the AIA Broadcast Network.
Sponsors Mr. Chow's Asian Bistro, a big fat and green restaurant, native New Yorker, one-stop nutrition, hot storage, progressive landscapes, Doba Mexican Grill, Rehab Plus, Robin Tamburo, DPR Realty, Rock Financial Services, Skia Salon, Select Physical Therapy, Sonic, Tide Dry Cleaners.
Looking for an amazing college experience? Grand Canyon University is the perfect place to earn your degree. With fun and friendly campus life, GCU offers the personal attention of professors who know you by name. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are supported by a 60-year heritage of quality Christian education and will put you on the right path to finding your purpose. Pursue your degree on campus, online, or in the evening. Register now at gcu.edu/purpose.
Of the field, go on over and run your football obstacle course and get time, the best time of each race.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Arizona. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Arizona Interscholastic Association and the Arizona Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We welcome you back to Thunder Stadium. Start of the second quarter, and Saguaro looking at a 3rd and 5 here. And before the snap, Desert Vista showing blitz, and they come across the neutral zone. It'll be offsides. And a 3rd and 6, excuse me. So this will be a 3rd and short here for Saguaro. Obviously, a little bit better odds from the 40-yard line here. Rubenzer out of the gun, calls his own number, ducks under the defense, and gets swarmed under at the line of scrimmage. Got through the first wave. That second wave denied him the first down. It's 4th and short.
Now this Desert Vista defense doesn't blitz very often. But since Rebenzer has had some success running the ball out of that spread formation, they decided to blitz on 3rd and short and was very successful. Now we got them in 4th and short, and last time they got to stop.
They're going to go for it. Desert Vista with 5 down linemen. Saguaro 4 wide, 2 to either side, and it's a quick kick. Rebenzer punting the football, no one deep. It bounces at the 15, rolls to the 10, and will die at the 5-yard line. A good job by Rebenzer, only his 3rd punt of the season.
Now, Coach Mons told us Rebenzer can throw the ball well, can run the ball well. He actually said Rebenzer could catch, but he didn't mention anything about punting. But that was a pretty darn good punt right there.
A 55-yard punt to pin Desert Vista at its own 5-yard line. So they miss out on trying to keep that drive going, trailing 21-7 here. Early action in this 2nd quarter.
I'm interested in seeing the SaberCats go back to what they've been doing in the 1st quarter, playing zone, and they were getting gashed by the run. If they're going to try to blitz and play man coverage, interesting to see what they're going to come up with.
From the 5-yard line, Germanero sent in motion to the near side. They fake the handoff to him. Hilger straight ahead, bounces off 1 and then down at about the 14-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play.
Steve Munoz doing a good job coming from that outside linebacker position, getting off a block, making a hit on Hilgers after he picks up a good chunk of yards to get him in the 2nd and short.
Junior tailback Cullen Van Gosen checks into the ball game for the first time as Gonzalez exits on this 2nd and 1. I formation. They'll give it to Van Gosen. He's got a 1st down and more, breaks free. And then finally, Cash Robinson grabs a handful of the jersey to pull him down at the 21-yard line. A gain of 7.
Little quick hitter to Van Gosen right there. He's like an unsung hero in the running game. But when he does get his hands on the ball, he does move the pile. He does pick up yardage. Still looking for this SaberCat defense to be a better tackling team. They've missed tackles on a number of occasions, and that's one reason why they're down 21-7.
They give Van Gosen credit to the 22-yard line, so a gain of 8 here on 1st down. Running play once again. And it's Hilgers just taking it straight ahead for a yard.
Defensive lineman Hayden Alley did a good job getting off the block and stuffing that run right in the backfield. Now, this is the one thing. You have to have success against Desert Vista on 1st down. If you can get them into 2nd and long, you got a chance to get a stop. But when they're successful on the run on 1st down, they're in 2nd and 5 or less, the odds are in their favor.
2nd and 8 for Desert Vista, moving left to right. Young under center. Here's a toss to Hilgers, cuts back, and once again met right there after a couple of yards. Aaron Borg right down at the 27-yard line, a gain of 3, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this Desert Vista offense hasn't been in many third downs, especially 3rd and long or 3rd and medium. So here you're in 3rd and medium. They bring in their receivers. You got Caleb Germanero and you got Aaron Valdez. They also brought in their 3rd receiver, Anthony Abadessa. So it's looking like it's most likely going to be a pass. How will the SaberCats defend it?
Abadessa in the slot left here on 3rd and 5. Young under center. Saguaro, 4 down linemen, they rush 4. Young with time, steps up, throws short, coming across the middle. Abadessa makes the grab, now cuts back. He's got a 1st down at the 35-yard line. Make it the 36 as he's tackled after a 9-yard pickup.
Abadessa coming on a cross route. SaberCats played zone. Linebacker Eric Mendeville vacated his zone, and the crossing route came right into his zone, and that's where Abadessa caught the ball. Linebacker Mendeville, if he was a little bit more disciplined in where he was supposed to be, he would have been right there for the interception.
8:22 remaining, 1st half. Desert Vista leading by a couple of touchdowns. Offset eye here on 1st down. Young takes the handoff, the give to Hilgers. He's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Good tackle made by Kevin Cook, breaking contain. And and stuffing him for a 3-yard loss.
Now for the last 3 first downs, you see the first adjustment as far as the coaching perspective. They're manning up, put 9 in the box, no deep safety on first downs. So if Coach Hines sees that, when they get to first down again, I wouldn't be surprised if they go past.
Hilgers as a receiver to the left side here on 2nd and 12. Saguaro brings up a 5th linebacker. Young, quick fire to the left side. Farina spins away from a tackle, races upfield. He's got a first down inside Saguaro territory and tackle to the 40-yard line, and a flag comes down as Farina gets pushed out of bounds. And we'll see if this is a late hit or not. Again, our referee is Doug King.
I think it's going to be a late hit, and I'm sure defensive coordinator Dave Marsh is not a happy man right now. They throw the quick hitch to Farina, and cornerback Gary Ball could have made a tackle for a 5-yard gain, misses the tackle, and then defensive back Aaron Swanson makes a tackle late out of bounds to tack on another 15 yards for the completion. So if you're on this defensive staff, you're very upset because you're giving them extra yards. And the reason they're having so much success right now is missed tackles and being out of position.
Referee Doug King, his crew, the umpire Jerry Heck, the linesman Todd Erb, line judge Brian Dugood, and the back judge David Bray. So the long reception and then the 15-yard penalty tacked on at the end of the play. The ball will be spotted just inside the 25-yard line, and Desert Vista is going to call a timeout here with 7:18 to play in the 2nd quarter. Your Valley Toyota dealers are proud to be supporting partners of the AIA for another year. When you're ready to buy a new or used car or truck, be sure and head to Your Valley Toyota dealers. Check out their incredible clearance sale deals going on right now. Alongside Omar Smith, Craig Realu with you at Thunder Stadium. Division I state champion Desert Vista taking on Division III state champion Saguaro. Desert Vista won last year's game 31-28 as they came back from a 22-point halftime deficit. Here they jumped out to a 13-0 lead before Saguaro got its first points on the board. Christian Kirk with a 68-yard reception. But immediately, the very next play after the kickoff, Matt Young throws a 51-yard pass to Caleb Germanero for the touchdown. They went for 2, got it. And now it's a 14-point difference. Desert Vista in the lead. 1st and 10, Thunder. The ball just inside the 25-yard line. Young sends Germanero in motion. They give it to him on the fly sweep. Cuts back downfield. And he's inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. Gain of 8.
Every time I watch Desert Vista play, I'm very impressed with their offensive line play. They're big, they're strong, they're physical, and they're smart players, and they play well together. They help each other out. One guy misses a scoop block, the other guy comes up and finishes the block off for him. And they do a great job creating seams for running backs, Hilgers, Gonzalez, and on that particular play, wide receiver Caleb Germanero on the fly sweep.
All 5 of those linemen, seniors, 4 are returning starters. 2nd and short, and before the snap, the back judge throwing the flag and a delay of game against Desert Vista. It's their 4th penalty of the ball game.
The SaberCat defenses, they're going to have to find a way to get a stop. Their offense isn't an issue. They're going to be successful. Their offense is high-powered, but their defense is going to have to answer the bell if they're going to get back in this game.
And another timeout called by Desert Vista. This is their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It comes with 6:32 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. An 8-play drive so far for Desert Vista that started back on its own 5-yard line. They have been stopped offensively 1 time as they try to go for it on 4th down and came up short, turned it over on downs inside Saguaro territory, but right now, this Desert Vista offense that we saw against Mountain Point a couple of weeks back appears to have corrected a lot of its mistakes. And what was a turnover-filled, mistake-filled ball game in the Ahwatukee Bowl just a couple of weeks ago.
And that's very uncharacteristic of a Desert Vista team, but it does happen from time to time. Luckily, it happened early in the season, and they've done a great job rebounding from that loss.
2nd down and 8. On the fly sweep coming across the right side. Germanero again runs downfield to the 17-yard line. Short pickup of about 4.
Going with the same play, Germanero on the fly sweep. And right guard, Mitch Worley, missed his block. And Chris Counts made the tackle, and looked like Caleb Germanero got up a little slow on that particular play and waved to the sideline to get his sub in. Hopefully he'll be all right.
Full house backfield here on 3rd and 3 from the 17-yard line. Young takes the snap, handoff. Hilgers following his blockers over the right side. And Cash Robinson finally brings him down at about the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, and more importantly, a 1st down for Desert Vista.
Chris Counts doing a good job getting off the block. That full house offensive formation set. It's a heavy run set, and everyone on the offensive side know they're going to get off the ball, come downhill, and they're basically putting on you to stop it. And unfortunately for the SaberCats, they haven't been able to stop it tonight.
5.5 minutes remaining, 2nd quarter. Young again under center with that full house look. Here's Hilger starting to his left, cuts back, gets tripped up, and stopped by Eric Swanson at the 7-yard line, a gain of 5.
One thing, the SaberCats don't have the depth that Desert Vista has, so Saguaro's going to have to sub those guys in to keep their starters fresh. You don't want those guys getting extremely tired. But down here, 4 minutes left before halftime, they're going to have to come up with a goal line stand. If not, they're going to be down 28-7.
2nd and 5 from the 7. Single wide out to the right is Reeves. They stay in this full house formation. Running play again, this time finding a hole over the right side, pushing the pile downfield is Zach Gonzalez. He'll have it 1st and goal, stopped at the 1-yard line.
Gonzalez just short of the goal line.
This offensive line just exerting their will on the Saguaro defensive front.
If it's not Gonzalez, it's Hilgers. We've seen Germanero, Gosen, and now 1st and goal at the 1-yard line here. They have found something here with this full house backfield.
What are the chances they run right here, Craig?
100%. Here's Hilgers diving over the left side into the end zone. Touchdown. From 1 yard out, Jarek Hilgers has his 2nd touchdown of the game.
That offensive line doing a good job. Picked up a key block, combo block from Dylan Fisher and center Cole Preston, getting up on the defensive tackle, Kevin Kirk, and just creating the seam. 1 yard out. Easy touchdown run for Desert Vista.
A 13-play, 95-yard drive that has taken much of this 2nd quarter. Here is Platenik on for the PAT. Had one blocked earlier, but this one is up and good. 4:04 the time remaining. We got a timeout on the field. Desert Vista extends its lead over Saguaro, 28-7 here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
Looking for an amazing college experience? Grand Canyon University is the perfect place to earn your degree. With fun and friendly campus life, GCU offers the personal attention of professors who know you by name. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are supported by a 60-year heritage of quality Christian education and will put you on the right path to finding your purpose. Pursue your degree on campus, online, or in the evening. Register now at gcu.edu/purpose.
I'm Professor Burke from the University of Farmers, and this is a pop quiz. Does sitting on your wallet feel like sitting on a lopsided booster seat? No, but it should. See, Farmers Agents can help you stuff your wallet by combining auto and home policies so you can walk tall, sit crooked, and hopefully find a decent chiropractor.
If you want answers about saving money, you want a Farmer's Agent. We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a Farmer's Agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
The Desert Vista rushing attack so far has not been stopped as they continue to pound the rock against this Saguaro defense. 28-7 now the score as Garrison Schwartz kicks off high end over end, and he kicks it into the end zone for a touchback. Getting back to that last drive, 13 plays for Desert Vista. Jarek Hilgers again, 1-yard touchdown run, and once they got inside the 30, maybe even inside the 20, they went predominantly with that full house backfield. 2 running backs, basically 3. Cullen Van Goosen, not really a fullback, listed at 5'11", 190, but basically a caravan into the end zone here for Desert Vista in this first half.
Yeah, with that front 5 offensive linemen, much bigger than the SaberCat defensive linemen, and 3 physical backs, including Van Goosen, they figured that the SaberCats just can't stop that physical nature. This is run in between the tackles. They don't have the manpower to stop it, so that's why Desert Vista stuck with that full house backfield once they got inside the 30-yard line.
Saguaro, 1st and 15. As a false start penalty will put him back at the 15-yard line. Rebenzer will work out of the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers, 2 to either side. They trail by 21. Robinson the single back. Rebenzer at time. He'll fire up, field the pass. Coming across the middle is caught for a first down by Brett Adams at the 31-yard line. A gain of 16.
Brett Adams in the slot running a slant route. Defending it was Mark Smith. And whenever you're running inside breaking routes, if you get inside of the defensive back, you're going to have success. So Brett Adams did a good job getting inside of Mark Smith, and Rebenzer delivering a nice catchable ball.
Looking to throw again, this time to the near side. It's caught by Ball, and the ball pops loose. And they're going to say incomplete. Near side official right there. Garrett Ball never established possession before that football was punched out of his hands, and Saguaro catches a break.
Yes, they definitely did, and that was a close call because to me it looked like Garrett Ball caught the ball and took a couple steps, but the ball came out. The referee said it was incomplete. Very fortunate if you're a SaberCat fan.
So 2nd and 10. Rebenzer, he'll fire upfield. The pass is caught. Finds Adams underneath at the 37-yard line, a gain of 6.
Trujillo playing that middle linebacker, doing a good job reading the quarterback's eyes. Luke Rebenzer eyeing the receiver, delivering the ball. Trujillo around the spot.
3rd and 4 here for Saguaro. A little play fake. Rebenzo firing upfield, overshoots Christian Kirk, who was behind the defense. Just a little bit out of his reach. Mark Smith, Nick Farina on the coverage. It's 4th down.
You can see the explosiveness and speed of Christian Kirk. He can definitely take the top off of defense. But Luke Rebenzer just overthrew him. If he was able to hit Kirk, would have been another touchdown on the board, which is desperately needed for Saguaro.
Offense out on the field here on this 4th and 4. Saguaro almost in a no-win situation. They've got to go for it, but if they don't get it, they're going to set up Desert Vista with some absolute excellent field position, and a timeout can be called by Saguaro to talk about this. You're trailing by 21 late 2nd quarter, 3:11 remaining. Going to put your head coaching hat on here. What do you do? I mean, you'd like to go for it because you don't want to get down too much, but if you don't make it, you're giving Desert Vista 3 minutes to head on a short field to possibly put this game away before you even reach halftime.
Yeah, I think this is an easy call. I think you got to punt it. You're backed up, and last time they were backed up, they came on the offensive formation, and Luke Rubenzer punted it. But 4th and 5, I know Coach Mons might want to go for it, try to put another touchdown on the board, cut the lead to 14 before halftime. But if you don't get it, with that running game as effective as it is, you just don't want to take that chance here in the second quarter. Punt it. Hopefully you can stop them with 3 minutes left, go down 21, make some adjustments, come out. You get the ball, third quarter, change the game around.
The other thing that might play a factor in Saguaro's decision, Desert Vista is out of timeouts if they do elect to punt the football here. Rebenzer takes one step back, a little bit further on the shotgun. Looking, and before the snap, a false card. And this will make the decision even easier now. That'll be 4th and 9 here for Saguaro.
Yeah, 4th and 9, I think it's definitely a no-brainer. Punt it. Hopefully you get a good punt. Considering Desert Vista loves to run the ball, hopefully you can just limit their run game for 3 minutes or minimize their running game for three minutes, because you're not going to limit it. I mean, you're not going to just stop their running game. They've had so much success with it all game.
Farina playing what amounts to a deep safety position. Here is the punt spiraling by Rebenzer. It's good. Bounces inside the 20. Farina all the way down to the 15. Picks it up. He'll try to return to the 20. And then tackled at about the 23-yard line. So just a tick under 3 minutes left here in this first half, and Desert Vista up 28-7. The offense returns to the field. Football resting at the Desert Vista 23-yard line.
Now, no Coach Hines wants to go up 35-7 going in halftime. So you might see a couple more throws here on this drive. But I wouldn't be surprised if they started off with the run like they've done all game.
No timeouts remaining for Saguaro. Young works under center on 1st and 10. Running play. Hilger straight ahead, finds a little opening, and quickly it closes. And he'll gain only a couple to the 25.
Rick has to do a good job on 1st down, limiting them to 2 yards. Very important down. If they can keep them in the 3rd and 7 or more, they got a chance of getting this ball back before halftime.
Hilgers comes out here on 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Gonzalez the single back. Saguaro with 7 in the box. The blitz coming. Young firing left side of the pass. Nice grab by Abadessa over his shoulder, cradling that in for the 1st down at the 38-yard line.
Great effort by Abadessa. Turning his body around, leaving his feet. What a great acrobatic play by number 3, Abadessa. Great catch to Moody Chains.
To the 39-yard line is where they mark him down. A pick up a 14, more importantly, a 1st down. Young again looking to throw with time to the sideline. Abadessa again cuts back inside. He's past midfield, cuts back right. Inside Saguaro territory at the 40-yard line. 21-yard reception, and Abadessa has Desert Vista on the move.
Abadessa, 2 straight catches, and he came into the season with only 2 catches. Ran the same routes, ran a quick out route. Last play, with the one-hand catch. This one, he makes an easy catch, turns around, makes a defender miss, and turns into the field, getting them into scoring range.
1:40 the time left here in this second quarter. Desert Vista looking for more points before they go into the locker room. On 1st down, coming across on the right side on the fly sweep. Hilgers with blockers in front, a stiff arm at the 30, stays on his feet at the 25-yard line, inside the 20, and finally stopped at about the 18-yard line. Half a dozen tackles broken by Hilgers, and inside the red zone is Desert Vista.
We talk about Jarek Hilgers. He's a very good running back. He's big, he's physical, but the thing that impresses me the most is his yards after contact. He's always falling forward, taking defenders, dragging defenders. He's always getting 5 to 6 yards after contact.
Gain of 22 to the 18-yard line, and a quick snap, and then firing it to the ground, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Clock stop with 1:11 to go. So how about Desert Vista with no timeouts and 3 minutes remaining. Starting off at its own 23-yard line, now at the 18.
And only 2 pass plays at that.
And both to Abadessa, who's got this drive where it is right now. Young under center on 2nd and 10. Backs up, delay give. Hilger straight ahead, untouched. He goes to the 10, down at the 5-yard line. Cash Robinson preventing the touchdown. It's 1st and goal.
Now that's the first time we saw the running back draw, but that is a dangerous, dangerous play against this Desert Vista team. Matt Young drops back to pass, so as a defender, you're thinking, okay, it's a pass. We can relax a little bit. They're not going to pound us over the head, and then they hand it off on the draw, and you got Jarek Hilders running full head of steam downhill. And if you're an opposing linebacker, that's not a look you want to see.
Before this 1st and goal snap, Saguaro is going to stop the clock with its final timeout with 55 seconds remaining. Get all the scores first and catch coach and player interviews only on the AIA365.com Friday night wrap-up. It's 2 hours of non-stop game coverage and complete recaps. Tune in to AM 860 for all the stats, scores, interviews, and more every Friday night starting at 9:30. Well, the score here, late first half, Desert Vista leading Saguaro 28-7 and knocking on the door looking for more. They have got it 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Predominantly keeping the ball on the ground, but when they've needed to, they've gotten the big pass. Abadessa with 2 huge completions, taking up chunks of real estate. And Desert Vista wants one more score before the break. They'll go out of the eye with a receiver to either side. Young under center on 1st and goal from the 5. Snap taken. The fullback, Gonzalez, straight ahead and gets pushed backwards. Forward progress to about the 3.
Good job by linebacker Chris Counts and Eric Mendeville, blitzing those A gaps and shutting down that inside run by Gonzalez.
No timeouts, so quickly up at the line of scrimmage with 33 seconds on 2nd and goal from the 3. Young in the pocket. He'll fire the quick slant. It's caught. Touchdown, Desert Vista. Anthony Reeves has given the Thunder 34 points in the first half.
Anthony Reeves, backup receiver, big in stature, 6'3", 205. Doing a good job on the slant route, getting inside of defensive back Lucas Culp. The linebackers were sucked up because they were anticipating run. Easy pitch and catch for Desert Vista.
And Reeves had good inside position on the defender for the touchdown. A 3-yard score. The extra point by Platinic is up and good. Tack on the 1 point. And Desert Vista leading Saguaro now 35-7 with 26 ticks remaining on the clock. Desert Vista playing a near perfect first half of football here for head coach Dan Hines. As you look at the replay on AIA365.com, Lucas Culp was defending on the play, but Reeves, 6'3", 205. It's a big target, ran a good route, and it's another touchdown. Ready to finish your college degree? Transfer to Grand Canyon University. Choose from degrees in business, liberal arts, and science, fine arts, education, and healthcare. Contact us today for your personal transfer plan, detailed course schedule, and scholarship opportunities. Visit transfertogcu.com. Desert Vista takes it 77 yards in less than 3 minutes for another score here before the halftime. The kickoff by Schwartz. Christian Kirk past the 20 and leveled at the 25-yard line. A huge hit by Van Gosen. You called him one of those unsung players for this Desert Vista team. Does not get a lot of stats, but sacrificing his body and doing everything. Offense, a little special teams right there.
Yeah, when you're a championship caliber team, you need those guys that don't get a lot of publicity, but down in, down out, they do whatever they're asked, whether it's offensively, defensively, special team wise. You need those key role players that you could depend on when you're a championship caliber team.
Desert Vista on a 2-game winning streak since losing to Mountain Point. Saguaro 4 straight victories after a week 1 defeat to Paradise Valley. Out of the 25-yard line, Rebenzer with time in the pocket, slides his feet to his right, looking, he'll run. 30-yard line, upended close to the first down stick at the 35-yard line, stays in bounds. And without any timeouts left, Saguaro with 3 seconds, and that is going to be the end of the first half. Well, if you're Desert Vista, you could not have asked for a better first half performance. The offense stopped but one time, defensively limiting this Saguaro team that's scoring almost 47 points a game to but 1 touchdown. We're at the half. Desert Vista leading Saguaro 35-7. Our AIA Game of the Week. Stay tuned for the AIA365.com halftime show here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
At Buick, we think luxury should be something you can live in every day. Right where you are, wherever you are. It's an entirely new approach to luxury. And now, Buick is giving you an entirely new way to experience it. Introducing the Experience Buick Lease. Drive the Buick you want with the premium services you want, all included for 2 years. That's 2 years of hands-free calling, roadside assistance, and turn-by-turn navigation with OnStar. 2 years of news, sports, and commercial-free music from SiriusXM. And 2 years of routine maintenance that covers everything from oil changes to tire rotations. The Experience Buick Lease. It's a whole new lease on luxury. Maintenance plan covers select scheduled maintenance up to 2 years or 24,000 miles, whichever comes first. Visit experiencebuick.com for complete details. Visit OnStar.com for coverage and system limitations.
Your Arizona Rattlers are the 2012 AFL World Champions. After a resounding and hard-fought victory in Arena Bowl 25, your Snakes have brought the Foster Trophy back to the desert where it belongs. Don't miss a single game next season as the Rattlers battle to defend their crown and title. 2013 season tickets are on sale now. Get a whole season of hard-hitting football for as low as $45. Call 602-514-TDTD to reserve yours today.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders, committed to strengthening communities right here in Arizona. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
This message presented by the Arizona Interscholastic Association and the Arizona Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Your Valley Toyota. Half action, stats, interviews, and scores. AIA365.com is your source for AIA sports, competitions, and the latest news around the AIA. The AIA365.com halftime report starts now.
Welcome inside the AIA365.com halftime shows. We come to you from Thunder Stadium, where Desert Vista leading Saguaro 35-7. Craig Reelu alongside Omar Smith. Well, let's first talk about Desert Vista and what they were able to do here in this first half. We talked with head coach Dan Hines before the game, and he said, look, we're going to make no bones about it. We're going to come after you. We're going to run. We're going to see what they're made of. And for the large part, yeah, there have been a couple of stops, but Hilgers, Gonzalez, Hilgers twice, I should say, rushing the football. Yeah, Matt Young has passed twice, but that's because they've been able to run so effectively. Desert Vista looking like that team that everyone thought they were going to be before that loss to Mountain Point.
Yeah, and it's been tried and true. The recipe for success for this Desert Vista team is run the ball with Hilders, Gonzalez, and if you have to throw it, Matt Young is good enough to throw the ball, as you can see in the one play where they decided to go up top with Caleb Germanero, but they really haven't had to pass very much because the run game has been so effective. That front five, that offensive line has did a good job creating holes, and the physicalness and the physical nature that both these running backs run with is remarkable.
And this Desert Vista offensive line with 4 returning starters and Sam Hartman, Cole Preston, Mitch Worley, and Zach Tamburo. The 5th one, senior Dylan Fisher, 6'2", 290, who's got an offer from Navy. That is what these guys are running behind. The holes are wide open. On the other side for Saguaro, it's been tough going. They were inside the red zone on their first possession, went for it on 4th down, did not make it, had to give the football back to Desert Vista. They were able to get that 1 touchdown late in the first quarter. Christian Kirk, a 68-yard touchdown pass, and you thought maybe that would get them back in it, and it did for all of one play because Desert Vista was able to, on the very next play, literally the very next play after the kickoff, get a touchdown pass to Germanero. But you're looking at Saguaro right now, they've got to be scratching their heads. They're up against a more physical team at this point. I can only think that maybe if your head coach Jason Moynes in that locker room, remember, the roles were reversed last year. It was Desert Vista trailing by 22 at the half before they were able to come up with a victory. But so far here in this first half, there's no indication, at least from my vantage point, that Saguaro is even capable of something like that, down 28 here at the half.
I think offensively they can do it, but I think Desert Vista did a good job making adjustments early. Initially at the beginning of the game, Luke Rubenizer had some success running the ball a little bit, but then Desert Vista, they just decided to play coverage, take away Christian Wise, and just everybody key in on Rubenizer, and we're come up, make tackles, lay some hats on him, frustrate him, and when they did drop back to pass, they were able to get some pressure and force Rubenizer into throwing that interception to Farina. So I've been impressed with the defense of Desert Vista. I expect a little bit more offensive explosion from Saguaro, but Desert Vista has taken that offensive firepower away. So it's going to be key for Coach Mons to make some adjustments offensively to offset what they've been doing in the first half.
Yeah, this Saguaro offensive attack, 47 points a game, and coming off an emphatic statement win over Cactus last week with 67 points on the scoreboard. But Luke Rubenza, the quarterback, Cash Robinson, Kenna Adams, the running backs, Christian Kirk, Garrett Ball, Brett Adams, Bam Larson, receivers just have not been able to get much going at all outside of the 1 touchdown pass by the sophomore Christian Kirk. Be sure and check out your season broadcast schedule to see if we're coming to your school. Next week, we have a triple header on tap with major power rankings on the line. In our feature game, Arcos Deniza heads to Gilbert as they look to move up in the standings. And our exclusive webcast, Kingman makes the long trek to the Valley to face Willow Canyon, while Valley Christian and Phoenix Christian renew a long-time rivalry, and Valley Christian celebrates its 30th anniversary. Coverage begins at 7 every Friday night on AIA365.com. A new season, but the same great coverage every Friday night on AIA365.com. Halftime continues here from Thunder Stadium. Desert Vista, reigning Division I state champions, with a 20-point lead over reigning Division III state champion Saguaro, 35-7. The AIA365.com halftime show continues here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
Your Valley Toyota dealers are once again proud to partner with the Arizona Interscholastic Association. If you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, then be sure and visit one of the Toyota dealers in your area. You can find the dealer closest to you by going to valleytoyotadealers.com. In fact, that's the best place to start. You can find a dealer, get local specials, and start your price comparison all in one spot. So before you hit the streets, visit valleytoyotadealers.com and get the 411 on the Toyota that's right for you. The Valley Toyota Dealers, committed to the AIA and committed to getting you the best deal. valleytoyotadealers.com. Are you at a high school game and wanting to know how your rival is doing down the street or across town? Or how about at an away game and wanting to keep everyone back home updated on the score? If so, then Max Prep's new mobile live scoring app, QuickScore, is what you need. QuickScore is designed to help high school sports fans stay informed with live updates from any game around town or across the country. To learn more and to sign up, visit maxpreps.com/QuickScore. That's QWIXCORE.
Looking for an amazing college experience? Grand Canyon University is the perfect place to earn your degree. With fun and friendly campus life, GCU offers the personal attention of professors who know you by name. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are supported by a 60-year heritage of quality Christian education and will put you on the right path to finding your purpose. Pursue your degree on campus, online, or in the evening. Register now at gcu.edu/purpose.
Let's give our senior marching band members and their families a big hand for their accomplishments and their commitment to excellence.
Arizona Cardinals season tickets are on sale now.
Touchdown, Arizona! Larry Fitzgerald!
Don't miss a minute of exciting Cardinals action at University of Phoenix Stadium.
Duckett got him again! Touchdown! Harry Rhodes!
Oh, man! For season ticket information, call 602-379-0102 or log on to azcardinals.com.
A sea of red and white.
Arizona Cardinals. Play as many. Stand as one.
I'm Professor Burke from the University of Farmers, and this is a pop quiz. What's the best way to find out what your auto policy covers? A, smash your car up and see how much your insurance pays, or B, talk to a farmer's agent and see if you have the coverage you want. The answer is B. Please don't attempt A. That's just crazy town.
If you want answers about auto insurance, you want a farmer's agent. We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Thunder, marching band. Now the marching band, clap and stand. The Thunder marching band plays your fight song. Total yards in the first half for Saguaro, 176. Total yards for Desert Vista, 423.
We welcome you back. Thunder Stadium, Desert Vista with the 28-point lead over Saguaro, 35-7, as the teams making their way back out on the field to get set for third quarter action. A first half that was dominated by Desert Vistas. The replays, the highlights of the first half for those watching on AIA365.com. Jarek Hilgers guided the scoring going for Saguaro with an 8-yard touchdown run on the opening drive of the ballgame, a 7-play drive all on the ground. After that, Zach Gonzalez from 4 yards out. The PAT was no good, and Desert Vista had a 13-0 lead middle of the first quarter. Saguaro had an answer, however. Luke Rebenzer finally getting the offense on track. A 68-yard touchdown reception to Christian Kirk, And it was 13-7, and you thought maybe Saguaro was able to get back in this ball game. Did not happen because on the very next series, the very next play, in fact, Matt Young hooked up with Caleb Germanero on a 51-yard touchdown catch to make it 21-7 with just over a minute to go in the opening quarter. We had 4 scores in that first quarter and the interception by Nick Farina in that first quarter, picking off Rubenzer. Second quarter, more of the same for Desert Vista. Another touchdown run, Jarek Hilgers, and then another touchdown pass, Matt Young, to Anthony Reeves. And Omar, right now, Saguaro, they'll get the ball to begin this second half, trying to find something going offensively, maybe more importantly, defensively, getting Desert Vista out of the end zone.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I'm sure Coach Mons has gotten in front of his guys and given some kind of motivational speech to tell them to get their tails going because they got to play better here in the second half. Offensively, I think they need to find some balance. They need to find some balance running the ball. They've hit the big one to Kirk for 68 yards for a touchdown, but they got to get the passing game solidified, but let the run game spark it.
Second half, it will be Garrison Schwartz to do the honors for Desert Vista. Races up, right foot, sidewinding, line drive kick. Christian Kirk has it, and the ball trickles into the end zone for a touchback here for Saguaro at its own 20-yard line. Luke Rubenzer, touchdown pass and an interception. It was his 16th touchdown pass of the season and his 4th INT of the year, as Saguaro now finds itself in a very similar position to where Desert Vista did a year ago when these two teams met. Last year, Saguaro took a 28-6 lead into the locker room, only to watch Desert Vista outscore them 25-0 in the second half. Do we have history repeating itself here today? On 1st and 10, Rubenzer, no one to throw. He'll take it up the middle and run about 7 yards to the 27-yard line, and we are underway here in the third quarter.
Yeah, setting up the run, a little QB draw right there, coming out of halftime. Nice pickup on first down. They solidify the run. That's going to open up the passing game.
Receivers, 2 to either side. Adams out of the backfield. He'll line up as a wide receiver. Pass downfield. It is caught by Adams at the 45-yard line. Down at the 46. Farina on the coverage. A first down, though, for Saguaro.
Now, that's the third time that I've noticed that wide receiver Brett Adams was open initially, and Luke Rubenizer did not pull the trigger. I don't know, he's hesitating or something, but sometimes he's just got to pull the trigger. They're down big. He sees someone open, he's got to get the ball out of his hands.
Read option, quarterback draw. Rubenzer past midfield and tackled at the 49-yard line of Desert Vista. Farina on the tackle after a gain of about 5.
SaberCats come with that up-tempo offense. They're having success running the ball, and if they continue to have success, they're going to get some looks down the field.
Out of the gun, pump fake. Rubenzer stepping up the pocket, gets pressured, eludes the rush, and throws it, and it's incomplete. Short hopping Christian Kirk near side of the field.
They wanted to take a shot up top on that particular play. Desert Vista playing the deep routes. They gave up the bubble route to Christian Kirk. Luke Rubenizer didn't want to throw the ball to the bubble screen. He was looking downfield for the big play. It wasn't there. He had to scramble and get the ball out.
3rd and 5 from the 49-yard line. Trips to the right. Handoff. Adams hits the corner. Downfield he goes. First down and more at the 30. And takes a defender with him to the 20-yard line. Nick Farina finally slowing him down. But a huge run conversion on 3rd down. And Saguaro in business at the Desert Vista 31-yard line. Quickly, Saguaro not wasting any time after the 18-yard pickup. Rubenzer in the pocket, throws, gets hit, and incomplete. Right off the hands of Aaron Modi, the senior linebacker. Might not have been waiting for that football, might have caught him off guard, but Saguaro catching the break.
catching the break indeed. And what caused that errant throw was the great pass rush by number 77, Jalen Jinks, was unblocked and created some pressure and made Luke Rubenizer get rid of the ball earlier than he wanted to.
Stepping up in the pocket on 2nd and 10, running play, Rebenzer inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Tackled by Sam Hartman.
Wrapped up by Aaron Green.
Picking up 3 yards on the play. It'll be a 3rd down and long here for Saguaro. 2 minutes into this 3rd quarter. Opening drive of the quarter for Saguaro. Now an official timeout with 10:05 to play here. Saguaro trailing by 28. Rebenzer out of the gun with time. Stepping up, throws downfield. It's caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron Katsayas. And that's how you begin a second half when you're down big. Sabercats in the end zone.
Sabercats is that 4 wide receiver look. 2 outside receivers run go routes, and 2 inside receivers run slant routes. Caught Desert Vista in the zone. Good ball placement to put 7 points on the board.
And now the extra point here. Garrett Ball will do the honors. Waiting the snap, the hold, kick on its way. It is up, and it is good. Saguaro takes the opening drive of the 3rd quarter and scores 6 plays, 80 yards. A timeout on the field with 9:55 to go, 3rd quarter. Desert Vista 35, Saguaro 14 here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
At Buick, we think luxury should be something you can live in every day. Right where you are, wherever you are. It's an entirely new approach to luxury. And now, Buick is giving you an entirely new way to experience it. Introducing the Experience Buick Lease. Drive the Buick you want with the premium services you want, all included for 2 years. That's 2 years of hands-free calling, roadside assistance, and turn-by-turn navigation with OnStar. 2 years of news, sports, and commercial-free music from SiriusXM. And 2 years of routine maintenance that covers everything from oil changes to tire rotations. The Experience Buick Lease. It's a whole new lease on luxury. Maintenance plan covers select scheduled maintenance up to 2 years or 24,000 miles, whichever comes first. Visit experiencebuick.com for complete details. Visit OnStar.com for coverage and system limitations.
We would like to recognize our Thundercard sponsors for the 2012 season. One Stop Nutrition, Papa Murphy's, Public Garage House, Quiznos, Rosati's Pizza, Sonic, Sport Clips, Vixen's Pizza, and Oasis Frozen Yogurt. Also one of our 2012 proud sponsors this year, Jerry Oliver with the Oliver Group.
Down the middle of the field, couple of hops, and it's fielded by Desert Vista. Picking up the football, Chandler Dowell
for Desert Vista.
Near the 35-yard line.
This is going to be key. Interested in seeing what kind of defensive adjustments Saguaro made at halftime to stop this run game. And I'm sure they're going to sell out on 1st down. If they have success on 1st down, they'll have a chance to get him in the 3rd and long. But we all know Desert Vista is going to come out, run the ball with Jared Hilgers and Zach Gonzalez, because that's what they do, and they've been so successful doing it.
And this is where Desert Vista took over the ball game last year in the second half with that ball control offense, keeping Saguaro's offense off the field. First play, and for the first time, Matt Young will work out of the shotgun with 3 receivers to the near side. Running play, however, straight ahead, and hanging on to that football tight after a gain of only a couple before getting swallowed up by about a 4 different Saguaro SaberCat defenders. Zach Gonzalez gaining 3 yards.
Coach Hines deciding to go with a 4-receiver set and still run the ball with Jared Hildress. Different look from this Desert Vista offense. But the Saguaro defense, that front 7, linebackers Chris Counts and Steve Munoz, is right on point on defending that run.
Young now under center on 2nd and 7. Saguaro with 7 in the box. Young to throw. Quick slant to the near side. Valdez makes the catch, turns upfield, and he's got a first down, clearing the 45-yard line to the 47, picking up 10 yards.
Quick stop route by Aaron Valdez in front of defensive back Christian Kirk. It's going to be imperative that SaberCat defense, when they wrap up the ball carrier, they try to punch the ball out. If they're going to get back in this game, they're going to have to create turnovers.
Inside 9 minutes, 1st and 10. Desert Vista at the 47-yard line. Young will line up out of the shotgun with receivers 2 to either side. Snap taken, running play. Gonzalez finds a seam over the left guard and inside Saguaro territory to the 46-yard line, taking it 7 yards.
On that particular play, they pulled the center, Cole Preston. You have to be pretty athletic to snap the ball and then pull for a run play. And Cole Preston is definitely capable of doing that and was very effective creating a seam for Zach Gonzalez.
Sets up a 2nd and short here. Ball middle of the field to the 46-yard line of Saguaro. 4 receivers set once more. 3 to the near side. Shotgun snap, 3-step drop. Young pressured, gets away, rolls to the near side, still looking, stops, throws it, and does a good job of throwing that one into the sideline and decides to fight another day. Don't see a penalty flag on the field, but there is a flag, and we're going to have a face mask penalty against Desert Vista happening on the near sideline. Oh, there's the flag right there at midfield.
When Matt Young has dropped back to pass, the SaberCats have done a good job defensively defending the receivers. He really hasn't had a whole lot of good looks in the passing game. He's usually had to scramble, use his mobility to extend the plays to let receivers get open, with the exception of the drive right before halftime when he hit Anthony Abadessa for 2 great catches.
Just the 5th penalty against Desert Vista, but it backs him up to the 35-yard line in a 2nd and 22. Young under center. Snap taken. Delay give. Hildress tries to get away. Rolls around the left side and gets to about the 38-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play.
Desert Vista going back to that I formation, getting the ball to Jarek Hildress, who had a phenomenal first half, 16 carries, 176 yards. Getting the ball back to him on the tailback draw. But blitzing linebacker Chris Counts was accounting for that draw and read it perfectly.
3rd and 19, and if you're Saguaro on defense, you need a stop here to try to get back in this ball game. 3 wide, 2 to the right. Young will work under center. Back to pass, looking, scrambling, rolls to his right, being pressured by 3 different SaberCats, pivots, ball thrown up in the air, and he just gets rid of it, and there comes the flag. Was not out of the pocket, and that pass just kind of floated up in the air and did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Young rolls out of the pocket, intended for Abadessa.
And 2 markers, one at the feet of Young and the other one near the line of scrimmage as we await our referee, Doug King.
On that particular play, Saguaro decided to drop 7 in coverage and rush 4. Great pressure by 77 Hayden Alley and 44 Kevin Cook. Did a great job pressuring Matt Young. And that front 4 has done a good job all night. When Matt Young dropped back to pass, create some pressure and make him uncomfortable and not let him set his feet and deliver a good throw.
Intentional grounding, the call against Desert Vista. A huge penalty, loss of down plus loss of yards. And Connor Dawes, for the first time, will punt the football. And Saguaro does its job. The defense gets a big stop here in this third quarter. After the penalty, football spotted at the 6-yard line, and Dawes will be about 8 yards deep in his own end zone.
This can be a huge momentum change if Christian Kirk gets his hands on this ball.
And it's a short kick. It's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Only a 26-yard punt. And this third quarter is going very, very well for Saguaro. They get the score, they get the stop defensively, and now some good field position with 6:55 to go here in quarter number 3.
Now, I'm sure Coach Mons, his offensive staff, offensive coordinator Jimmy Camarillo are feeling real confident coming into this second drive after just putting up a touchdown on the first drive. Pretty much throwing the ball. They did have the one run to Adams on the perimeter.
Ball spotted at the Desert Vista 32-yard line. Rebenzer out of the gun. Shuffles his feet to his right, looking, getting pressured. He'll throw it to the sideline. Incomplete, right through the hands of Bam Larson. That'll be second down.
Rubenizer needs to read the field. Once again, wide receiver Brett Adams is uncovered in the middle of the field. They're not accounting for him. And he's basically telling the quarterback, hey, I'm wide open. That's something that Rubenizer needs to look to. The middle of the field, Brett Adams.
Second and 10, trips to the right side. Rebenzer backing up, sets up the screen, coming across. Kirk makes the grab and slips at about the 27-yard line. We'll see where they spot it at the 26, gaining 6 on the play and a third down.
Well-executed screenplay, and if Christian Kirk doesn't slip, he's off to the races because the screen was well set up. He had blockers in front of him. He just lost his footing.
Saguaro, 3rd and 4. They've converted their last third down opportunities. Their last 2, I should say. Rebenzer turns to his right, gets the play in.
Looks like blitz.
Only a 3-man rush. Rebenzer fires downfield, coming across, and the pass is incomplete. Looking for Larson once again, but a good job defensively, knocking that ball out of his hands.
Bam had a great chance of completing that catch, had it in his hands, just couldn't hold on to it. He let the ball get into his chest. Defensive back Mark Smith was on the coverage. Well thrown ball by Rubenizer.
And now 4th and 4 here for Saguaro at the Desert Vista 26-yard line. Back to pass, screen set up again, ball floated up in the air. It's intercepted, picked off by Farina. Near side 40, he's got blockers in front of him. Coming across midfield, Farina cuts back to his left at the 20. Farina at the 10, at the 5, lunges for the pylon. Touchdown! The second INT of the game for Nick Farina, and it's a pick 6.
73 yards for the pick 6.
Farina with his second interception of the game. And what better time would you want it to happen on 4th down in your own territory? Comes up huge with a huge pick and takes that thing to the house.
The pass floated just out of the reach of Christian Kirk and right into the arms of Farina. 73 yards on the interception return for a score. The PAT is up and good, and it's 42-14 here with 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Saguaro driving inside Desert Vista territory, trying to get back in this ball game, and they turned it over. Farina diving for those last 3 yards, hits the pylon, and gets the signal from the referee, a touchdown. And the lead back up to 28.
Looking for an amazing college experience? Grand Canyon University is the perfect place to earn your degree. With fun and friendly campus life, GCU offers the personal attention of professors who know you by name. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are supported by a 60-year heritage of quality Christian education and will put you on the right path to finding your purpose. Pursue your degree on campus, online, or in the evening. Register now at gcu.edu/purpose.
Your Arizona Rattlers are the 2012 AFL World Champions. After a resounding and hard-fought victory in Arena Bowl 25, your Snakes have brought the Foster Trophy back to the desert where it belongs. Don't miss a single game next season as the Rattlers battle to defend their crown and title. 2013 season tickets are on sale now. Get a whole season of hard-hitting football for as low as $45. Call 602-514-TDTD to reserve yours today.
Confidence and make smart decisions to deliver catchable balls. He's got to get this offense going.
From the 18-yard line, Saguaro moving right to left. Pass play to the sideline right at the first down stick. The catch is made at the 28. A 10-yard completion to Cameron Casillas, who's already got a touchdown reception. And that will move the sticks. Saguaro quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Not huddling. They have not the entire game. Robinson, big hole up the middle into the secondary. He's got a first down and more past the 45 to the 46-yard line as he takes out defenders on the huge run of 18 yards.
Cash Robinson, it's only his third carry of the game. Surprised he hasn't had more touches. Now, he's a big physical runner. He's cut out of that Jarek Hildress mode. He's a dynamic physical running back, second leading rusher with 445 yards in the season.
He'll get his number called again here on first down and takes it straight ahead inside Desert Vista territory. Melvin tripped him up, slides across to about the 48-yard line.
Now, Sabercats only had 67 rushing yards in the first half, and you see they're trying to establish that run and create some balance. They've done a good job moving the ball. They just got to get it in the end zone.
Less than 5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Robinson again, cut back, move to his left. He's at the 40 and down at about the 37-yard line of Desert Vista. An 11-yard pickup and another first down. But we saw this once before, Omar. Saguaro moving the chains, but when that field gets shortened, Desert Vista defense steps up. First and 10 from the 36. Shotgun snap, play action. Rubenzer looking with time. He'll fire near side, up in the air. Catch made into the end zone. Touchdown, Saguaro. Cameron Casillas once again from 36 yards.
All set up by the run from Cash Robinson. This drive was pretty much him until that play right there. Coach Mons decided to go with a play action fake the inside handoff. Suck that defensive secondary up and then hit him over the top for the touchdown.
The offensive line giving Rubenzer time to throw. And Casillas behind the secondary, just a sophomore, open in the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Garrett Ball. Tack on the extra point, and he does just that. 42-21 with 4.5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Saguaro desperately trying to get themselves back in this ball game, but shot themselves in the foot with that pick six by Nick Farina. Otherwise, this offense looks nothing like it did in the first half.
Yeah, without a doubt. And Coach Mons decided to change it up and on that drive and get Cash going, and it paid off.
Did you know that driving a new Buick is now easier than ever? The experienced Buick lease. Get the Buick you want with the premium services you expect for 2 years as part of the incredible lease deals you'll find only at your Valley Buick GMC dealers. Get to your nearest dealer today or log on to experiencebuick.com. So this third quarter, much like the first quarter when we had 4 different scores, here in quarter number 3, 2 touchdown passes by Saguaro and a pick six by Desert Vista. 42-21 is the score. And now we'll see if Saguaro can get another defensive stop as we got a score in out at Phoenix College, Brophy and Mountain Point, and Brophy has taken its first lead of the ball game, 25-21. That game also featured on AIA365.com. Little ground ball try by Ball, and it is picked up at about the 37-yard line on a couple of bounces. Anthony Reeves takes care of the football, and Desert Vista will have it 1st and 10.
The last drive, Desert Vista spread their formation out, but still tried to run the ball a little bit. Interested if they're going to come with that same approach, or they're going to go back to their bread and butter, I formation, full house backfield, which the SaberCats haven't been able to stop.
And we saw Matt Young in that first drive of Desert Vista go out of the shotgun a handful of times. He lines up under center here, backs in the offset eye. 5 down lineman for Saguaro. Running play straight ahead, trying to bounce off a defender. Hilgers, he can't, he'll lose a couple of yards. Saguaro doing a nice job getting in there and taking him down. Steve Munoz, the first one to deliver the hit.
Now, it seems like to me this is something that I've been looking for ever since the beginning of the game. This defense playing with some passion, some emotion. They've been pretty much lifeless out there since the beginning of the game. That particular play right there, you see guys making tackles, getting up, clapping, high-fiving each other. They're playing with some emotion right now.
We hit the 4-minute mark, 2nd and 11 for Desert Vista, moving left to right. Germanero on the fly sweep to the near side, gets bottled up and nowhere to go. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 SaberCats combined on the stop.
Interesting. Guys are getting off blocks now, doing a good job of being present at the point of attack. Steve Munoz, Eric Mendeville doing a good job. Where was this in the first half? Why does it take for them to be in a huge deficit to come out and play some inspired football?
No gain, setting up 3rd and 11 here for Desert Vista. Germanero again motions to the near side, and before the snap, we're going to have a timeout called by Desert Vista here with 3:14 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And it's a question you bring up. It's a good one for head coach Jason Mons as far as what happened in that first half. Was it something that Desert Vista was doing, an adjustment by Saguaro here in the second half? But this is a Saguaro team that has basically done a 180.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I don't know if sometimes when you're a less favored team, you get out there pregame and you see the team you're going against, and you're wowed by them. And I think maybe that's what the situation was. SaberCats came out and saw these guys like, whoa, first drive they came and pounded us, and they were on their heels. Obviously, they're not on their heels now. They're playing inspired. They're playing emotional. They're playing gap sound defense, and they're playing football right now. And that's something that they needed to show at the beginning of the game. But better late than never.
And this is a 3rd quarter here that Saguaro has dominated, and it would look a heck of a lot better if it was not for the 73-yard interception return for a score by Nick Farina. As Desert Vista, after the timeout, staring at a 3rd and 11 from its own 37-yard line. A receiver to either side. Tight end. And a 3-point stance to the left. Young back to throw, gets pressured, escapes, he'll run, spins away from another one, but can't escape the 3rd guy, and he gets tackled for a loss. Aaron Borg getting him at the 34-yard line.
Now, if you look at the two teams right now, you wouldn't be able to tell that Desert Vista's up big, because they're the team that's ejected, coming off kind of slow, body language not very good. And SaberCats, on the other hand, they're excited, they're hyped, and they're still down big.
Here's Dawes, gets hit. Flag comes out of the pocket of the referee, and the ball will be down at about the 33-yard line, and Dawes is hurt. And the penalty by Cash Robinson running into the kicker. Dawes gets some help up and appears to be okay. And they're going to say a personal foul penalty. And it's an automatic 1st down for Desert Vista. A huge penalty against Saguaro.
Huge, very, very huge penalty. You just played your tail off on defense. Got to stop, got some momentum, and that's just a mistake you can't make if you're Cash Robinson.
Running into the kick, it would have just been 5 yards and still 4th down, but a personal foul penalty, automatic first down as Desert Vista puts it on the ground. Running play on 1st and 10 to the 48-yard line. Gonzalez will take it.
Now this defense is going to have to continue to step up. They've answered the bell here in the second half. After that penalty, they're going to have to do it once again.
2nd and 8. And the officials stopping the clock here with 2:04 remaining, 3rd quarter. Richard Haywood, junior tailback, lines up as a receiver to the near side. 2nd and 8. Young back to pass, looking left, fires. It's caught by Reeves, but a short pickup to the 45-yard line before he is pushed backwards. It's only a 4-yard pickup.
Now, when your defense, from the defensive perspective, when you got a big stop and then you have the penalty, it demoralizes you a little bit. But if you come out and get them a 3 and out after the penalty, you feel revitalized. But if they get a first down, Desert Vista meaning, that's really going to put this SaberCat defense in a hole if they're able to get a first down.
3rd and 4, 3 receivers, 2 right, back split. Young will work under center. Saguaro brings 4. Pass play underneath, incomplete, looking for Germanero, but getting in the way, Eric Mendeville knocking that one out. It's 4th down.
I'm sure Coach Mons is telling this punt rush team, don't hit the punter. Let them get the ball off. Basically, you got 2 stops on 1 drive. Got some momentum. You made adjustments. Your adjustments are working. Let's get the ball back in our offense's hands and see if they can cut this lead to 2 possessions.
Connor Dawes back to punt. Hardly a rush by Saguaro. The kick will bounce at the 15 and take a roll inside the 10-yard line and down near the 8. So good kick, and Saguaro pinned deep with inside of a minute remaining here in this 3rd quarter. But Saguaro making some noise here in this 3rd quarter. You mentioned 2 stops on 1 drive. They've actually had 3 stops here in the quarter. And an update from Phoenix College. Brophy now leading Mountain Point 32-21. Mountain Point coming in as the #1 team in Division I and undefeated. Saguaro, Rebenzer from his own goal line, fires upfield. It's caught to the 16-yard line. Christian Kirk takes it for a first down.
Now, Greg Battle's defense, they're playing a lot of zone this evening, and if you're offensive coordinator Jim Camarillo, you're going to tell your quarterback, just be patient and find the holes in the defense. If this offensive line can protect, they're going to find seams, and they'll be able to move the ball down the field. But once they get inside that 30, there's the question, can they score?
It's a team that's been scoring at will so far this season. Just look at the last 2 weeks, 130 total points and wins over Fountain Hills, and last week in the rematch and the Division III state championship against Cactus, they beat the Cobras 67-14. Saguaro football, 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Read option. Rebenzer will keep it himself. He's at the 20, at the 30, tripped up, coming across the 35-yard line. He's got a first down and then some. Farina slows him down at the 42-yard line.
Well executed QB read. Good job by Rubenizer. Reading, defensive end, Jalen Jelks, who was coming upfield. Jelks collapsed down on the running back, so the quarterback kept it for a huge gain.
Excuse me, the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 here for Saguaro. Quick screen to the right side. Kirk makes the grab at the 40, tries to cut back, spins away from a tackle. Another one And he's past the first down sticks. Another first down for Saguaro. A 10-yard reception, 10-yard run by Kirk.
The last drive, Cash Robinson was the catalyst of that touchdown drive. If you're the SaberCats, don't forget about number 22.
Rebenzer out of the gun. Play fake with time. He'll fire. Downfield, it's incomplete. No man's land. And there's a marker down in the backfield. And a personal foul roughing the passer penalty against Desert Vista.
A little miscommunication there by Ruben Hauser and Bam Larson. Larson ran a stop route. Ruben Hauser expecting him to run the go route.
They walk off the penalty to the Desert Vista 38-yard line. With 18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Saguaro on the move, as they've been much of this second half. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 split far right. On the read option, Robinson takes it. Rolling to his right, and it cuts back near the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a couple, with the clock ticking down. 5 seconds, and it does not appear Saguaro will get another play off here. And the third quarter has come to a close. 12 minutes remain. Desert Vista 42, Saguaro 21. It's our AIA feature game of the week on the AIA Broadcast Network.
Your Valley Toyota dealers are once again proud to partner with the Arizona Interscholastic Association. If you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, then be sure and visit one of the Toyota dealers in your area. You can find the dealer closest to you by going to valleytoyotadealers.com. In fact, that's the best place to start. You can find a dealer, get local specials, and start your price comparison all in one spot. So before you hit the streets, visit valleytoyotadealers.com and get the 411 on the Toyota that's right for you. The Valley Toyota dealers, committed to the AIA and committed to getting you the best deal. valleytoyotadealers.com.
Looking for an amazing college experience? Grand Canyon University is the perfect place to earn your degree. With fun and friendly campus life, GCU offers the personal attention of professors who know you by name. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are supported by a 60-year heritage of quality Christian education and will put you on the right path to finding your purpose. Pursue your degree on campus, online, or in the evening. Register now at gcu.edu/purpose.
Arizona Cardinals season tickets are on sale now.
Touchdown, Arizona! Larry Fitzgerald!
Don't miss a minute of exciting Cardinals action at University of Phoenix Stadium.
Dockett got him again! Touchdown! Harry Rose!
Oh, man! For season ticket information, call 602-379-0102 or log on to azcardinals.com.
A sea of red and white.
Arizona Cardinals. Play as many. Stand as one.
Fourth and final quarter here at Thunder Stadium, where Desert Vista leads Saguaro 42-21. SaberCats football, 2nd and 7 at the Thunder 37-yard line. Saguaro looking to come back from what was a 35-7 halftime deficit. Rebenzer out of the gun, throws near side. The pass caught at the 30-yard line by Kirk, and he's run out of bounds by Keon Haywood.
They have to continue to find ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers, which is Christian Kirk, Garrett Ball, Brett Adams, and in the running game, Cash Robinson.
He lines up to the right of Rebenzer on 3rd and short. Draw play. The quarterback keeps it. Rebenzer's got a first down, knifing his way downfield to the 15. And down at about the 12-yard line, a run of 18 on 3rd and short. And Saguaro having no problems moving the football against Desert Vista here in the second half.
You can see right there why the quarterback, Rubenizer, is the leading rusher on this offense, coming into the game with 517 yards, averaging 100 yards rushing a game. Phenomenal runner.
Pass play on 1st and 10, and looking for Christian Kirk is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line of Desert Vista here.
Now, this part of the field, this offense has struggled. They're going to have to find a way to make smart decisions and not make the critical mistake like they have earlier in the game.
2nd and 10, handoff Robinson. Heads the corner on the left side. He's at the 5-yard line, tries to stiff arm a defender, stays on his feet, second effort, touchdown! Cash Robinson from 12 yards, and Saguaro scores.
What great determination. What second effort Cash Robinson played with on that particular play. Did a good job getting outside, getting to the perimeter, picked up a key block from left tackle Alex Anderson. And he was pretty much wrapped up at the 3-yard line. Pushes defenders to the side, and his will to get in the end zone would not be denied.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the season, as the extra point is on its way, and it is good. Saguaro creeps a little bit closer, 42-28 with 11:26 remaining here in the 4th quarter. We've got a timeout. We'll step aside. Our AIA Game of the Week on the AIA Broadcast Network.
At Buick, we think luxury should be something you can live in every day. Right where you are, wherever you are. It's an entirely new approach to luxury. And now, Buick is giving you an entirely new way to experience it. Introducing the Experience Buick Lease. Drive the Buick you want with the premium services you want, all included for 2 years. That's 2 years of hands-free calling, roadside assistance, and turn-by-turn navigation with OnStar. 2 years of news, sports, and commercial-free music from SiriusXM. And 2 years of routine maintenance that covers everything from oil changes to tire rotations. The Experience Buick Lease. It's a whole new lease on luxury. Maintenance plan covers select scheduled maintenance up to 2 years or 24,000 miles, whichever comes first. Visit experiencebuick.com for complete details. Visit OnStar.com for coverage and system limitations.
Be sure and follow AIA365.com all year long on Twitter and Facebook. Get the latest updates, see pictures, video, and more. AIA365.com is on Twitter and Facebook. Follow us, like us, and be a part of the growing AIA365 community. 42-28, Saguaro trying to get that much closer to Desert Vista, trailing by 28 at the half. Now down 14. And we'll see if Garrett Ball decides to onside kick it. His last couple of kicks have been more squib kicks down the middle of the field.
Now, just to think, if Luke Rubenizer doesn't throw that interception to Nick Farina for a touchdown on 4th and short, we're looking at a 28-35 ball game.
Ball teed up, straight up and down. Ball will kick it high, near side, short. And Austin Hicks has it hit off his chest and out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Still a lot of time in this ball game left.
Yeah, now if you're Desert Vista, you still have a 14-point lead, which is a comfortable lead. You're defending champs. You're not worried. You got to come out and establish the run again. But the SaberCats, they're selling out on the run. They're going to force Matt Young to throw and see if he can make completions to get them down the field and extend this lead.
Desert Vista has been shut out offensively here in this second half. The lone score was a pick six by Nick Farina. From the 25-yard line, Desert Vista moving right to left. Gonzalez, the single back, 2 receivers to the near side. Young to throw. Pass caught near side by Valdez, and the defender takes him out of bounds. Garrett Ball past the 30 to about the 34-yard line, a gain of 9.
Matt Young has to go in that huddle, look in the eyes of his teammates, and express confidence. We're not worried. We're the defending champs. We're up 14. We'll be fine. Let's just go out and execute.
Desert Vista breaks the huddle with the receiver to either side, and now some movement on the offensive line. Left tackle Sam Hartman jumped, and the false start will push him back to the 29-yard line.
So on first down, you pick up 9. Now you got the penalty. So you're in a second and medium situation. You can still run the ball. And that's what they do well.
2nd and 6.
Receivers 2 to either side here on 2nd and 6. Young works under center, drops back, 3-step, quick fire to Germanero on the right side, cuts upfield and gets away from a defender and then stops at about the 35-yard line. And Christian Kirk slowed him up and now holding his chest as he extended his arm out.
And that could be a devastating blow if he's not full go, not only from a defensive perspective, but offensively. He's the deep threat.
He's trying to shake it off, stays in as a corner, 1st and 10. Desert Vista at the 35-yard line. Running play, Gonzalez takes it straight ahead and upended as he gets past the 40-yard line, about the 42. That's 7 yards for the fullback.
7 yards, 2nd and 3.
As Desert Vista offenses have much more success when they're going out of I formation or full house backfield. They haven't had much success when they go 3 wide receivers or 4 wide receiver sets.
And we're seeing these offense pass a lot more than we did in the first half. 2nd and 3. Young, the toss to Hilgers, working the near side, tries to stretch it out, gets to the corner, and gets more. Past midfield, Hilgers bouncing off a defender at the 35 and stops at the 33-yard line.
Hilgers on the toss play. Defensive back Eric Swanson initially does a good job containing him, making Hilgers go back inside, but then he cuts back outside once he gets 4 yards or so, and then he gets down the field, and he doesn't look to go out of bounds. He looks to punish defenders and make guys pay for trying to tackle him.
Gain of 25, less than 10 minutes remaining in this ball game. From the 33-yard line of Saguaro, the offset eye. Young to pass, looking, fires it near side. It is caught and quickly wrapped up for a minimal game is Valdez. And he is down after a 5-yard gain to the 28.
As you mentioned, they have been throwing a little bit more in this half, and that's good because it creates some indecision on the defensive side of the ball because they can't just load up for the run.
2nd and 5. Young taking his time. Handoff Gonzalez, and it wrapped up immediately. Can't escape. Hayden Alley wrapped him up. And no gain on the play.
They brought Zach Gonzalez in motion from right to left and handed the ball back to him, going back right, and defensive lineman Hayden Alley right on the spot, slanting inside to gobble that play up.
3rd down here for Desert Vista. Ball middle of the field to the 28-yard line of Saguaro. Full house backfield. They've had success out of this formation here tonight. Running play. Gonzalez follows some blockers in front into the secondary, taking a defender with him. Eric Swanson took a ride for about 3 yards. Gonzalez down at the 14.
Offensive lineman Dylan Fisher, Cole Preston, and Mitch Worley just too physical and too strong for that defensive front when they go to that full house backfield. Very successful here for Desert Vista.
Nearing the 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, Desert Vista at the 14 of Saguaro. They stay with that full house backfield. Young. Snap taken. The give to Gonzalez, and he's tripped up coming across the line of scrimmage. Couple of yards, nothing more.
That play could have gone for big yardage, but the ball carrier gets tripped up by his own blocker. Zach Gonzalez trips over the leg of Hildress and gets tripped up. If he doesn't run into Hildress, he probably scores on that play.
From the 12-yard line, 2nd and 8. Only one receiver. Split wide to the near side is Reeves. Full house backfield. It's Hildress. Around the left tackle. He's going to go in. Touchdown, Desert Vista. Hildress has his 3rd rushing score of the night. This one from 12 yards.
Those big guys up front latching on, imposing their will on the undersized defensive linemen of Saguaro. Saguaro SaberCats fighting that battle all game long. The war of attrition wearing down on that SaberCat front line.
And that's what happened in this meeting last year. Saguaro just got wore down in the second half. That was a 9-play drive, 75 yards. Hildress takes it the last 12 for the touchdown. The extra point is good. Flag down after the PAT. Looked like both teams were headed towards their respective sidelines when the flag was thrown. And after the play, a personal foul penalty against Desert Vista. So the score will be 49-28 in favor of Desert Vista. With 7:10 remaining here in this ball game. Still time left, but Desert Vista on that drive, really the first one of the second half that showed that offense in rhythm that we saw in the first half.
And you look at it, what did they go back to? Pounding the ball inside the tackles. That I formation, that full house backfield, and just overpower the Saguaro front seven.
Well, we got a moment here. I want to send our congratulations to Blue Ridge head coach Paul Morrill. Picked up his 300th career win with a 48-0 victory over St. John's tonight. Coach Morrill, the first head coach in Arizona history with 300 victories all at one school.
Very impressive.
And an update from Phoenix College. It is now Brophy 39, Mountain Point 28. As that one's getting interesting. Here, 7:10 left to go. And Desert Vista, which has led throughout the ball game, led by as many as 28 at the half. And Saguaro has tried to chip away, but every time they think they've turned a corner, Desert Vista comes up with a big play. Here's the kickoff by Schwartz. High end over end. Chance at a return at the 20-yard line to the 30, making some people miss. Cash Robinson takes it near the 35-yard line. And still 7 minutes to go with this Saguaro offense. Able to score at will, it seems, at times, and not use much clock.
They definitely have to play with a sense of urgency, but that's the mode of this offense. Very high tempo, but they're going to have to speed things up. They're going to have to score and score quickly.
And not wasting any time. They are set 1st and 10. Rubenzer to pass. Upfield he goes. Catch made at the 40-yard line and then out of bounds. Coseas at the 41-yard line. Just inside of 7 minutes. Gain of 7. Sets up 2nd and 3. Receivers 2 to either side. Running play. Looking for some room. Adams has it. Past midfield before he is stopped at about the 47-yard line. But this is coming back. A flag thrown by our referee, Doug King, holding against Saguaro. And we've got a SaberCat player shaking up.
It's Adams. Looks like, it appears he's having some cramps.
And they just try to stretch out that right leg. Is your school on AIA365.com? Did you know that every member school has their own page? If your school isn't on AIA365.com, tell your athletic director and district athletic director you want your AIA365.com. Schools can produce and create their own content, and they can sell their own scholarships, and in doing so get to keep 100% of the revenue. Great experience for students and a new revenue stream for schools. Contact info at AIA365.com to find out how to get your school started. Reigning Division I state champion Desert Vista has a 49-28 lead over reigning Division III state champion Saguaro. Thunder won last year's meeting 31-28, overcoming a 22-point halftime deficit. Saguaro down 28 at the break, trying to do the same here tonight. Pass deep up the left sideline is incomplete, trying to hit Cameron Casillas, the sophomore wideout. And now he gets some help, cramping up his left leg.
Now the SaberCats have had some opportunities to make plays down the field. Cameron Casillas has dropped 2. Earlier in the second quarter, I believe Bam Larson had a post route down the red zone where he dropped. And from a quarterback's perspective, when you're playing against a great team, you got to have your wide receivers making plays for you.
A 3rd and 14 here for Saguaro. At the 30-yard line, 4 receivers, 3 to the right side.
Flooring with a 100-year
Adams is the tailback to the left of Rubenzer. Looking to throw, pass coming across. Christian Kirk makes the grab and takes a huge lick by Farina at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, short of the first down.
Christian Kirk doing a great job holding on to that ball, taking some serious punishment from safety Nick Farina. Great hit and even better catch.
But it's 4th and 4 here for Saguaro as they move left to right. And before this 4th down call, which could be the ball game, Saguaro is going to call its first timeout of the second half, stopping the clock with 6:06 here in this 4th quarter. Saguaro's look good.
This is Jim Fights in Las Vegas, the
but
sports mecca of the world.
might have come just a little bit too late here in this second half, early in this ball game, to try to come back from a 28-point deficit against the Division I state champions.
Yeah, they've met their match, but they able to move the ball, but just couldn't get it in. And I have to go back to how the defense was playing. The first half, their defense was playing with no energy, no life. And in the second half, the defense came out with some momentum. And believe it or not, offenses feed off defense, and defenses feed off how the offense plays. And I think this is a perfect example of it tonight. Saguaro's defense played very flat. The offense was flat. Second half, they turned it around. The offense turned it around. Just might be just a little bit too late.
It is a 4th and 4 here for Saguaro at the 40-yard line, trailing by 21 with just over 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Trips to the right. Rubenzer looking left, pump fakes, steps up in the pocket, throws. Robinson makes the grab at midfield, cuts back to his 40. At the 35, down at the 33-yard line on a 4th and 4. Cash Robinson converts, and Saguaro has it inside Desert Vista territory.
Desert Vista Thunder going man-to-man coverage, bring in a blitz off the edge. Rubenizer doing a good job staying in the pocket, looking downfield. Cash Robinson runs a wheel route out of the backfield, wasn't accounted for, and was wide open.
26-yard reception. Rubenzer in the pocket again, throws wide open at the 16-yard line. Taking a hit, Bam Larson maintains possession at the 16-yard line.
Working that middle of the field. The middle of the field has been pretty much vacated all game long. Rubenizer finally decided to take a shot over the middle, and it paid huge dividends.
Eric Swanson, starting defensive back, checks in as a running back here on 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. He gets his number called straight ahead. Swanson takes it inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
They had to bring defensive back Eric Swanson in because Ganna Adams had those cramps. So he's on the sideline trying to get healthy.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for Benzer. He'll throw into the end zone. Ball up there, intercepted. Guess who? Nick Farina. And he takes it out of the end zone, tackled at the 2-yard line. There is a penalty marker thrown, however. And we'll see if this is before the INT or after.
Defensive back Keon Haywood was on the coverage versus Christian Kirk. There was a little contact going on. Not sure which way the ref saw it because they were jostling back and forth, so it really could have went either way.
Defensive pass interference goes against Desert Vista, negating the INT, and now 1st and goal here for Saguaro. Less than 5 minutes to go from the 6-yard line. Running play. Adams breaks one tackle. He'll scoot into the end zone. Touchdown, SaberCats.
I guess Adams is healthy again. Comes right in from the sideline with some pep in his steps and gets right into the end zone to cut this lead from 49 to 28 to 49-34.
Just that middle, not only on the pass play, but on that 1-2 over on the left side, opening up some holes. Anderson and Herbs on the offensive line. And now the extra point. Kick on its way. And Garrett Ball puts it through. 49-35. A 2-score lead here for Desert Vista with just 4:52 remaining. Saguaro does have a couple of timeouts. The defense has stopped this Desert Vista team the most of the second half. Not all, most of the second half. But they need a couple of stops. Might try that onside kick again.
Yeah, I think it's about time for the onside kick. You're down 2 possessions. Have to go back to that pick 6. That was huge pick 6 by Nick Farina earlier in the half.
Take a look and see what these two teams have remaining next week. Saguaro home to Washington and Desert Vista at Hamilton.
That's a big game.
That is a huge game. Always one to watch, keep an eye on. As Desert Vista, the reigning Division I state champions, knocked off Hamilton in the state title game a year ago, 45-19. You know, the Huskies want that one back. Garrett Ball will tee it up. The deepest return men for Desert Vista are inside, just inside the 30-yard line. Garrett Ball will kick, and he'll kick it deep. End over end. Hicks from the 15 to the 20 with room at the 25. The 30 breaks outside. Up the sideline he goes. Austin Hicks finally bottled up just shy of the 40-yard line. So an interesting decision there by head coach Jason Mons to not try an onside kick, but to kick it deep and try to pin Desert Vista. And that offense deep does not work. Some decent starting position here for the Thunder.
Now it's all or nothing for the SaberCat defense. They know they're going to get a heavy dose of this run game with Gonzalez and Hilders. Desert Vista knows it. People in the stands know it. Can the SaberCats step up and stop these next 2 to 3 runs to give their offense a chance to get back in this game?
From the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Full house backfield. Taylor taking his time. Here's the snap. The handoff straight ahead. Hildress works his way across the 45-yard line to the 46. That will set up a 2nd and 4.
The fact that the SaberCats only have 2 timeouts doesn't help the situation.
Germanero, the single receiver, split wide to the right. 2nd and short. Young calls his own number, gets stood up, tries to push his way forward, and maybe will get a yard. No further as the ball came out. But after the whistle is coming out of the pile, Aaron Borg. It remains Desert Vista football.
I think that's going to be my head scratcher of the game. You have a powerful running game with Hildress, Gonzalez, and you decide to go QB sneak with Matt Young. Don't quite get that one.
3rd down. And Vince Monaco comes into the ball game. Did Matt Young lose his helmet?
Yes, he did.
And that means he'll have to watch from the sideline here on 3rd down. Monaco under center. Snap taken. Fullback handoff. Gonzalez gets near midfield. 2nd effort into Saguaro territory and a 1st down.
Good drive by Gonzalez. Good push by that front 5, led by Preston and Worley. Very often do you see these running backs get pushed back. They're always falling forward.
Inside of 3 minutes, and Desert Vista playing ball control now. 1st and 10 at the Saguaro 48-yard line. SaberCats with 8 in the box, running play. Hildress sprinting to the near side. He's got room. 35-30. Hildress at the 20, at the 15. He'll route race everyone into the end zone. 48-yard run. Jarek Hildress. Touchdown number 4 for the senior.
Desert Vista is just trying to run the clock out. But this offensive line does such a great job on holding on to their blocks. Hildress has no choice but to take it in for a touchdown. Gets around the edge. That O-line, led by Sam Hartman on the left side, collapses the D-line down, and Hildress just outruns everyone else to the end zone.
Botenek off the extra point. Kick is on its way, and it is good. Desert Vista has put up 56 points on Saguaro, and there is still 2.5 minutes remaining in this ball game, but the Thunder are going to come up with a victory and improve to 5-1 on the year, and it's that ground attack going back to that full house look, and they have been very, very successful.
That ground attack is the #1 reason why they won the state championship last year, and why it looks like they're set. They're on the path to repeat the way they're playing. They had a couple weeks ago, they had the loss to Mountain Point. Disappointing loss, but they rebounded, and they're going to be a tough out come playoff time.
56-35 the score here. How about this one from Phoenix College? Brophy, which was down for much of the ball game, now with 10 minutes remaining, leads Mountain Point 47-28. Wow.
Talk about a shakeup. That score holds true. Who's going to be the new #1?
Kickoff sails into the end zone for a touchback. We mentioned it a couple of times as far as just how wide open Division I is, where you have up to 8, 10, maybe even 12 teams that can say, hey, look, don't forget about us. Yeah, everyone's going to talk about a Hamilton, Desert Vista, Red Mountain, Brophy, but there are other teams out there with one loss, and get into the playoffs, anything can happen. Might be one of the better playoff runs we've seen in a long time.
We still got some weeks to go, so I think there's still going to be a couple of shakeups along the way. You never know.
Rubenzer out of the gun. He'll fire on 1st and 10. Upfield, the catch. Incomplete, out of bounds. As they were trying to get it to Cameron Casillas, there is a penalty down near side of the field. And it's going to go against Saguaro. An illegal motion against the SaberCats.
Saguaro trying to stretch the field, playing hard. Even though they're down big, trying to cut this lead to a respectable margin.
A 28-point deficit Saguaro found themselves in at the break. They're able to cut it to 14 a couple of times here in this second half, but right now the lead is 21. Rubenzer, draw play, straight ahead on 1st and 15 at the 20. Hold at the 25 and then stopped as he comes across the 30-yard line. And that is close to a first down here for Saguaro, and they're going to give it to him. Clock will stop to move the chains with 2:15 remaining. Saguaro not wasting any time. Rubenzer with time, steps up in the pocket, he'll run again. Near side 35, at the 40, still on his feet, and finally tackled at the 43-yard line. Taylor Truelove, the senior linebacker, bringing him down, but another first down.
Rubenzer's mobility is something that needs to be mentioned. He's a phenomenal runner for his small stature. He does a good job eluding tackles, doesn't take that big hit.
Picked up 13 yards to the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, firing downfield, incomplete. Here comes the flag. They are trying to find Larson. Jason King on the coverage. And they might get him.
In that middle of the field, Bam Larson doing a good job getting inside of the defender. Defender had no choice but to hold him because he was beat bad on the crossing route.
And actually 2 flags on the play, far side and right in the middle. Pass interference to call against Desert Vista. Tonight's broadcast is a copyrighted property of the Arizona Interscholastic Association and Pure Energy Sports Productions. Any unauthorized rebroadcast, retransmission, or use for any reason is strictly prohibited without written permission by the AIA and Pure Energy Sports Productions. They walk off the penalty to the 41-yard line of Desert Vista. Rubenzer in trouble in the pocket, escapes, still dancing his way, looking for freedom, and then cut down at the 46-yard line. And a timeout is going to be called here after the 5-yard loss. The SaberCats will call their second with 95 seconds remaining here in the ball game.
Arizona Cardinals season tickets are on sale now.
Touchdown, Arizona! Larry Fitzgerald!
Don't miss a minute of exciting Cardinals action at University of Phoenix Stadium.
Dockett got him again! Touchdown! Harry Rose!
Oh, man!
For season ticket information, call 602-379-0102 or log on to azcardinals.com.
A sea of red and white.
Arizona Cardinals. Play as many. Stand as one.
51-yard touchdown pass immediately after a Saguaro touchdown that pulled the SaberCats to within 6. And then here in the second half, just not able to get another stop defensively to get this Desert Vista offense out of the end zone as Rubenzer on second down fires near side, incomplete, looking for Christian Kirk. And Austin Hicks on the coverage. A minute 30 remaining in this ball game, and it's now 3rd and 15.
Thunder defense has done a good job here in the second half defending Christian Kirk.
Late blitz, screen set up. Robinson, middle of the field to the 40, 35. He's got a first down, tries to cut to his right, gets out of a tackle, and brought down at about the 28-yard line on 3rd and 15. He takes it to the 28-yard line, gaining 18.
For an offense that has so much offensive firepower, they've been very balanced. Saguaro came in averaging 290 rushing and 249 passing. This Thunder defense has done a great job tonight.
Here's Rubenzer, no one to throw to, he'll run. Far side, heading to that first down stick, and he might have gotten there as he gets pushed out of bounds. They spread it with 5 wide. This Saguaro offense, as far as its success, has come in spurts. It hasn't been real consistent, and we're seeing that here, but most of that is just Desert Vista laying back. And Brophy has added another touchdown, 54-28. As they are running away from Mountain Point with about 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. That's a surprise just by the number of points and the margin of difference. Meanwhile, here we've got less than a minute to go. Desert Vista up 21. They'll improve to 5-1 on the year, win their 3rd in a row, and Saguaro will see a 4-game winning streak come to a close. On first down, Cash Robinson straight ahead, breaks a tackle, and then finally brought down inside the 5-yard line. They'll set up 1st and goal.
I think Cash Robinson should have been in the mix more in the first half.
Snap was low, and Rubenzer just has to fall on it back at the 12-yard line. It's the first bad snap of the ball game. And Saguaro will burn its final timeout here with 38 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, center Devin Brunetti didn't get the ball up, kind of skipped it on the ground. Luckily for Saguaro, Rubenizer was ready to jump on it before Desert Vista got to it.
Now, we expected a high-scoring affair, and that's exactly what we got. Although, if you're Saguaro, allowing 56 points, the most that they have allowed this season, in a defense that had posted a couple of shutouts already under defensive coordinator Jim Camarillo. But going up against the reigning champs in Division I, a team a little bit quicker, a little bit bigger, and obviously with a lot more depth. And that's why the separation here, 56-35. 2nd and goal from the 11 for Saguaro. They cannot stop the clock. Out of timeouts. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pass towards the end zone, incomplete. As they were trying to find Brett Adams. That'll be 3rd down.
Trying to run a corner route with Brett Adams to take advantage of the size, who was covered by Anthony Abadessa, who's only 5'8", 163. Adams 6'1", 210, just couldn't find a way to get the ball into him.
Quarterback draw, Rubenzer can't get away. That is Zach Tamburo with the tackle after only a yard gain, and it's 4th down. Helmet comes off. And Rubenzer on 4th and goal will watch as new quarterback for the SaberCats here. Christian Kirk, the backup.
Even though Desert Vista is going to win this game, best believe this defense is going to try to defend on this play. They do not want Saguaro to put up another touchdown on them.
They reset the game clock to 25 seconds. They wind it up. 4th and goal here for Saguaro. Christian Kirk calls his own number. Stutter step move, breaks to his right, and he is tackled at the 5-yard line, and that will do it. Desert Vista, the defense, denying Saguaro a late touchdown. And they'll take over at the 5-yard line.
Defensive pride right there. They're playing for pride on that particular play. Did not want the final score to be 56-42. Good goal line stand for the Thunder.
They have held one of the better offenses, not only in Division III, but in the entire state. They've done a very nice job of containing what has been a very difficult offense to stop, whether running or passing. And now Matt Young, well, all he'll have to do is take a snap, take a knee, and it will be it. Snap taken. And Young takes the knee, and that should do it. As the final couple of seconds tick off here, Desert Vista knocks off Saguaro. Final score 56-35. We're back to wrap it up. Our feature game of the week here on the AIA Broadcast Network.
We wish the best of luck to Saro with the rest of their season.
Looking for an amazing college experience? Grand Canyon University is the perfect place to earn your degree. With fun and friendly campus life, GCU offers the personal attention of professors who know you by name. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are supported by a 60-year heritage of quality Christian education and will put you on the right path to finding your purpose. Pursue your degree on campus, online, or in the evening. Register now at gcu.edu/purpose.
I'm Professor Burke from the University of Farmers, and this is a pop quiz. What's the best way to find out what your auto policy covers? A, smash your car up and see how much your insurance pays, or B, talk to a farmer's agent and see if you have the coverage you want. The answer is B. Please don't attempt A. That's just crazy town.
If you want answers about auto insurance, you want a farmer's agent. We are insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a farmer's agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
Final here from Thunder Stadium. Desert Vista beats Saguaro 56-35. Division I state champion Desert Vista, just a little bit too much for Division III reigning state champion Saguaro. 35-7 halftime lead for Desert Vista. Got a little interesting in the second half, but by and large, this was a Thunder victory. Very impressive, especially by how much they were able to run the football against the SaberCats.
Yeah, if you're Desert Vista, you want to repeat. You want to hold up that trophy again. These are the kind of games that you got to win. You got to win in dominating fashion. That's exactly what happened. Desert Vista came out, established their run game, and the run game pretty much carried them the whole game. Saguaro just overmatched in the trenches. Outside on the perimeter, they had the athletes to compete, but in the trenches, Desert Vista's Thunder just a little bit too much.
Jarek Hilgers with 4 touchdown runs for Desert Vista. Defensively, Nick Farina, a couple of interceptions, including a pick 6. And for Saguaro, Luke Rubenzer had 3 touchdown passes, a couple of touchdown runs by Cash Robinson and Jenna Adams late in the ball game, but just a little bit too late for Saguaro to come back from what was a 28-point halftime deficit. And now for Saguaro, they will head back home. They've got 4 games left to go, 2 at home, 2 on the road. That final game on the 25th against Chaparral. And here for Desert Vista now 3 straight wins. They are on the road next week at Hamilton in what should be one of those games to watch a week from tonight. Our next broadcast, the AIA feature game of the week at Gilbert as the Tigers take on Marcos Deniza, 7 p.m. on the AIA Broadcast Network, and as always on AIA365.com. Special thanks to the guys who make it happen. Director of Broadcasting, Kevin Ray, the AIA365.com crew, our director, Brandon Gabriels, producer, Lisa Blanco, Eddie Valencia, Brandon Garcia, Caitlin Boyd on camera. Our on-site engineer has been Ed Knight, studio engineer Brett Harmon, and sideline coordinator Ashley Hope. For Omar Smith, I'm Craig Rialou saying good night from Phoenix. Final score once again, Desert Vista 56, Saguaro 35. This has been a presentation of the AIA Broadcast Network.
Check out the new Verano at your local Buick GMC dealer. The Arizona Cardinals. Get your Cardinals season tickets now. By MaxPreps.com, partnering with the AIA to enrich Arizona high school sports. And by the Arizona Rattlers, your AFL 2012 champions. The AIA Game of the Week has been a special sports presentation from AIA365.com. Our students, our teams, our future.